Eric Clemens back here in New York at our FX studios. Boy, game one was certainly good enough, but game two is coming right up right now. The Rhine Fire at 2-1. Chance to go into sole possession of first place in the World League at the 1-2 Amsterdam Admirals. And joining me for the Dockers halftime report, former Admirals kicker, current New England Patriots kicker, Adam Vinatieri. Almost had a whirlwind year last year. He was one game away from getting a World Bowl berth, and you know he kicked in the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots. He joins me at the half. So stick around. Coming up in just a few ticks of the clock, the Rhine Fire at the Amsterdam Admirals from the arena. Stay with us.
You are watching World League Weekend on FX. World League Weekend continues as T.J. Rubley and the Rhine Fire blaze into Amsterdam. Rubley has ignited the league's top-rated offense and gotten the Fire off to the best start in franchise history. Now they seek to put the heat on the Admirals, who have never lost to the Fire. To keep it so, the Admirals will look to ride the wave of their surging offense.
Amsterdam, the Netherlands, small town with its busy canals and nostalgic train travel is where we'll go for game two of our World League doubleheader this afternoon. And how do you do, everyone? Eric Clemens back at our FX studios here in New York. You're going to see a good one. The Rhine Fire, led by a red-hot quarterback in T.J. Rubley, second-rated passer in the league, has 6 touchdown tosses in his last 2 games. He'll go against an Amsterdam team that found its offense last week with 34 points against London. And you don't want to miss the Dockers halftime report. I'll be joined live in the studio by a special guest, Adam Vinatieri. The former Amsterdam kicker and current New England Patriots kicker will talk some football with me here in the studio. But right now, time to get out for some football to the arena in Amsterdam, where Mark Champion and Wayne Fonts are standing by with the call.
Welcome to Amsterdam Arena. This beautiful facility completed just a year ago. It has a retractable roof and fans that like to make a lot of noise. Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Champion, along with former Detroit Lions head coach Wayne Fonts. Wayne, Rhine Fire comes in #1 offense in the league. One of the reasons, offensive line.
Oh, Mark, good offensive line. Big offensive line. 4 of the 5 players allocated from the National Football League. It's a line that's very intelligent, very quick. It opens holes with Juwan Carter and other backs.
You betcha. And, of course, a potential problem today will be at right guard. Keith Wagner, knee injury, he is gone. However, John Jones, his backup, also allocated from the Denver Broncos. And now the Amsterdam Admirals, 34-6 over London. They did it with big plays on offense, defense, in particular special teams with Ron Carpenter.
Oh, Ron Carpenter, 2 years ago, led the AFC in kickoff returns. This year, he's the best in the World League. A very explosive player, a very explosive football team.
33-yard average. You know Galen Hall is going to try to kick it away from number 21. Kickoff is next. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages.
Today's game is brought to you by Dockers Khakis. Hey, nice pants. And by Ryder. When you're getting ready to move, make sure your first move is a call to Ryder at 1-800-GO-RYDER.
Searching for major movies? Turn on FX Major Movie Sunday. A major Hollywood movie every Sunday. This Sunday at 8, they're back. Anthony Edwards and the rest of the nerd herd hit the beaches. They're tan, rested, and ready for some action in Revenge of the Nerds 2.
They're back! They're back!
But will the Alpha Betas send the nerds packing?
So you want to get funky or what?
Turn on Revenge of the Nerds 2 this Sunday at 8 for FX Major Movie Sunday.
This year, they're moving me from third base to first. It's a pretty big switch.
I just want to be prepared.
I still feel a bit small. Got anything bigger?
Bigger. Nice reach, Jim.
Not bad. Hey, Dave, grab my new glove.
Monday, Texas takes on Cleveland, or Montreal meets San Francisco, only on FX.
The Netherlands and the largest city, Amsterdam. Population of nearly 1 million. This city founded back in the 1200s. There are more than 50 canals and 500 bridges in the city. It's the Amsterdam Admirals and Rheinfire from Amsterdam Arena. Great matchup. Al Luganbill, his career mark 15-8, and more importantly, 4-0 against Rheinfire. Galen Hall, the head man for Rheinfire, a team with a 2-1 record, 17-16, his overall mark. Rheinfire winning the toss. They will go on offense first. Ricky Mose will be back deep. Amsterdam, as we said, the perfect record. Mose waiting at the 6. Ricky Mose, the former Lion, to the 25, bumps outside 30, good return to the 40, and finally driven out of bounds. The Ricky Mose, who came in with just one return, averaging 15 yards. T.J. Rubley, 6 touchdown passes over the last 2 games. He has been red hot. He is yet to be sacked and has gone 80 straight passing attempts without an interception. So he'll have him first down from just across the 40-yard line. Mabasaji in the game, one of the national players for Rheinfire. Schrader, the motion man. He's been the go-to guy. Rubley looking left. Ball tipped up in the air. Intercepted. Well, just as I said it, he goes 80 attempts without a pick. And what happens? His first pass is knocked up in the air, and it is intercepted. Tommy Jones coming up with the football, the right corner.
All right, if Tommy Jones makes a great interception here, Ruby's looking for a receiver, throws the ball down for this tip. Picked off with a tip by Ridgely.
So Mike McCoy will take it back. And McCoy now the man in charge for Amsterdam. The ball at the 36-yard line. Toss left, Brent Moss. Moss on the carry, and he will be knocked down at about the 30-yard line. Mike McCoy at quarterback, 6'3", and he's played with both the Denver and the Packers. McCoy, not a great arm, but he gets the job done, says Al Luganbill. And he has a chance here on a second down and about 5 from the Rheinfire 31 after the Tommy Jones interception. Only the second off of T.J. Rubley and the first in 81 pass attempts. Brent Moss, the single setback. McCoy on the long count. And it's Moss trying to find a little inside room. He was slowed up by Dunstan Anderson. Very quick defensive end. And Brent Moss, we talked about, a little finally getting up off the surface. Sato Itai, one of the national players at wide receiver.
And Brent Moss, a very, very fine running back. And Al Luganbill feels this guy can play in the National Football League.
Well, you bet. He had a great career at Wisconsin, did Brent Moss. MVP of the Rose Bowl, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was back in 1994. Third down and about 3. Short drop right. Pass is caught and belted that time. Chris Schelling with the shot on Itai, but he hangs on. Take a look at this Amsterdam offensive line. Ryan Leahy got his first start last week, but and played pretty well. Clay Williams, you might say, well, where did he come from? He's back. Another change at right tackle for Al Luganbill. He has not been happy with the play at that position. First down for Amsterdam. Rheinfire 24-yard line, just underway. No score in our game. And a running play. Brent Moss off the right side gets inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Rheinfire defensive front can be very, very tough. We talked so much last week about their defensive line and how tough they are. Their national player, by the way, in a national series will be Peter Grossbach. But Wayne, how about those defensive ends?
Dunstan Anderson, 5 sacks, great defensive end. Israel Stanley, #1 draft pick last year.
Overall #1 pick in the World League. Second down play. McCoy to Brent Moss. They keep it on the ground inside. Good hard running. Inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Close to the first down. Only two linebackers of note here in that they are very, very active. Anthony Fieldings and Aubrey Beavers. Beavers said this team got fired up after there was so much criticism of them after a Week 1 loss to Barcelona, 27-12. Aubrey says, we're ready to go down. Not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 3rd down and less than a yard. Let's call it inches. No score, but Amsterdam driving. Brent Moss bumps off a tackle, slips down. It's going to depend on the mark. The referee is Ron Winters. Secondary for Ryan Fire.
Defense is back to the Ryan Fire right now. They are last in pass coverage in their league. Galen Hall plays a lot of soft zone, but they are very good forcing the run. This is a good secondary.
And it's a first down for Amsterdam. They have moved the ball to the 14-yard line of the Ryan Fire. All this set up by the tip ball by Ridgely, picked off by Tommy Jones, off of T.J. Rubley. Moss the single setback. Inside he runs again. Brent Moss carrying the ball to the 11-yard line. Brent Moss came into this game with 120 yards on the season, 1 touchdown. That came last week. Moss had a big game last week, 82 yards.
Where can we get a first down at, Joe?
And he also, on a fake punt, set up a touchdown. So far, 6 carries in this game for 21 yards.
I tell you, Ron Lewis, Ryan Leahy, and Matt Brown are really coming off the ball up front.
And a fumble on the snap. As McCoy falls on it. You know, we had a chance, Wayne, to talk to Ryan Leahy, sharp kid. He's out of Notre Dame. And, of course, yes, he's part of that Leahy family.
Take a look at the exchange here in the replay. I think Mike McCoy just moves away too quickly just before he got the ball, and he lost it.
He actually joined this team Week 10 of last season. He's out of Utah. Getting his chance. 3rd down play now for the Admirals. Back to pass, steps away from the pressure, dumps it off underneath to Brent Moss, and he'll take it to about the 6-yard line. Not enough for the first down. So the drive will stall, and Amsterdam will likely go for 3 here.
They ran a blitz on that play. They very seldom run a blitz. They ran a blitz, put a little pressure on McCoy. He had to step up, got rid of the football, didn't make a first down. Now they're going to go for a field goal.
Oliver Quas will attempt it. And then he kick inside of 32 yards. A national kicker must attempt the kick. On its way and through. So the turnover leads to 3 for the Amsterdam Admirals. They are 10-2 all time at home. And this is an indication why. They lead it 3-0.
In every city, in every bottle, in every bubble, lies the formula for refreshment.
This year at the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes, there's an absolute 100% sure thing. If you try to use American Express, you won't get in, because the only card accepted at the gate is Visa. It's everywhere you want to be.
It all started with this dime tip. Suddenly, I was the boss. So I gave myself the day off and went shopping. It was so great. Everything I tried on fit like it was cut just for me. Later at the salon, Candace Bergen shows up with my phone bill.
This will make your day.
Every call was just a dime a minute when I'm home, evenings and weekends. On the way out, I pass the dime on. Who wouldn't want a great rate like that?
Call now for 200 minutes free.
Amsterdam draws first blood on the field goal to make it 3-0. All of that set up by the interception. The first thrown since the first series of game 1 by T.J. Rubley. That covered 81 attempts. Quast to kick off. Ricky Mose back deep. He had a nice return last time, but he won't handle this one. Up back, Derek Clark. Left side, stiff arm to the 25-yard line, and he's finally brought down at about the 27-yard line by Masafumi Kawaguchi, one of the national players from Japan, although he went to San Clemente High School. There you see the scoring play, 10 plays, but they only move at 29 yards. Quast from 24 yards out, and it's 3-0. So Rhine Fire getting it back. They know how important this game is, but they just can't seem to beat the average. 0-4 against them. All just across their own 26-yard line for T.J. Rubley. And a cutback move by Quan Carter. Carter gets to the 30-yard line, a gain of about 4. Jeff Russell, the defensive player of the week, made the stop. Well, there you see Bill Schrader, who heads up a pretty good unit of receivers and running backs. Bobby Obasagi is the national receiver.
Bill Schrader is the go-to guy for T.J. Rubley.
Leads the league in receiving. Can he make that Packer team? I don't know. Play fake. Rubley fires out to the right. Pass caught across the 30. And up near the 39-yard line goes Sean Foster, one of the fine receivers. He's out of Long Beach State. Offensive line, you know, the big story is at right guard. John Jones, normally the backup, now the starter there. Keith Wagner lost for the season. He went back to the United States to have knee surgery. He was property of the Redskins, and Jones property of the Denver Broncos. So they are both allocated players. First down play, so it's first down for the 39. We have penalty flag down. Our referee again is Ron Winter. 3-0 Amsterdam with the lead.
They broke the formation that time, Mark. They went to 4 wide receivers. They were basically in 3 wides, 1 tight end, and 1 back.
Offside defense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
The nose guard jumps inside, touches the center, and can't do that. Penalty.
Oh, you don't like that, do you? As a coach.
Looks like Troy Ridgely, number 99.
So the penalty moves at 5. All at the 44-yard line. Amsterdam leading 3-0. Rubley, great leadership qualities. Back to throw. Got protection. Fires. Tipped again. And intercepted again. Tommy Jones again. His second. That ball is tipped for the second time. Rubley claps his hands together in disgust as he comes off his second interception here in the quarter. And Amsterdam will get it back.
All right, there's Schrader coming off the line of scrimmage. Expecting man, they're getting zoned. Mark Littlebridge watches the quarterback, tips the ball. It's intercepted by Tommy Jones in the second interception.
Mark Littlebridge on the tip ball. Boy, TJ getting some bad breaks here, Wayne.
I tell you what, he's kind of disappointed right now. He'll get in the rhythm. He'll get his rhythm going.
Meantime, Mike McCoy happy to have it back. Just across the Admirals' 44-yard line. They lead it 3-0. Brent Moss, the single setback. He's expected to get a lot of work. Good protection. Long pass over the middle. And knocked down at the last second at the Rhine Fire 31-yard line. Good play there by Michael Swift. Very nice. Swift out of Austin Peay. He is an allocated player by the San Diego Chargers.
This is a quick slant seam pass inside. Great job by number 23. I mean, Artis 33. Artis Houston. Number 29.
Yeah, Michael Swift picked it up. So it'll be second down and 10, all across the 44-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the left for Mike McCoy, and a pitch back. A little trouble doing it, and as a result, Brent Moss has no place to run. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be third down. Looked like, Wayne, that McCoy had a little trouble pitching that ball backers. T.J. Rubley, you had a chance to talk to him yesterday, Wayne.
T.J. has tremendous confidence coming in this ball game. Talked to us yesterday, talked about his leadership, talked about moving the ball, talking about taking what you give him. I think the thing is happening right now. He's expecting blitz. He's not getting it. He's getting more zone than he's getting blitz. and that's causing him a problem right now.
3rd down and 10 for the Admirals at their 44-yard line. Back to throw, McCoy, and it is caught by Davis, the tight end. Butts off a couple of tackles down the sideline and inside the 30-yard line. Al Luganville likes this kid, John Davis. He belongs to the Tampa Bay Bucks. He's a tight end, 6'4", 257 pounds.
I'll tell you what happened right here, Mark. They've been coming out with one tight end. They split the tight end on John Davis. They split him out. He ran an out pattern, was wide open, broke a tackle. And Aubrey Beavers came all the way across the field to knock him out of bounds.
You know, Davis actually began as a fullback type, and then they said, you know, this kid is a tight end, and I think he's proving it. He's their leading receiver.
He'll be tight, he'll be wide. You have to watch him.
1st and 10 at Ryan Fire's 25. Inside run by Brent Moss again. Their other running back, by the way, is Ralph Dawkins, but he's had a little fumbleitis problems, and Al Luganville told us, well, I don't think I'll be using Ralph Dawkins a whole lot.
I'll tell you, Coach Al's doing a good job. He's mixing his plays up very, very well. He's using his offensive line, Leahy, Matt Brown, Ron Lewis, number 66. They're coming off the ball. They're creating tremendous holes up inside. The thing they're going to come with now is probably a play pass.
Hey, this kid, Brent Moss, over 3,200 yards at the University of Wisconsin. He had 11 100-plus games his senior year. 2nd down and about 8. Moss up the middle to the 20 and backs his way for an extra one to about the 19-yard line before he is dropped there. And so far, you have to be impressed with this running attack of the Amsterdam Admirals.
I'll tell you what, Mark, you take a look at this thing. 71, Clay Williams, the right tackle. Watch him pull here. He's going to trap, sets the hole up inside, and Moss does a good job running up inside.
Amsterdam coming into this game last in the league in total offense. They are last running the ball. They are last throwing the ball. But so far, they are doing both well. 3rd down and about 4 from the 20. Bootleg to the right. McCoy's got room. He slides, and I don't know. Going to be close. Ron Winters, the referee, is going to, looks like he got enough for the 1st down. The nose of that football appears to be touching the 15, and yes, it does. So a 1st down for Amsterdam.
Okay, Mark, same thing. They're in the same play. The pull and bootleg. They got Mark Brooks, number 56, moving to his right. Detroit kept the ball, went outside, split for a 1st down.
I don't think he appreciated that last little hello by Mr. Merritt.
Excellent play calling.
David Merritt, the outside linebacker. Admirals on the move. They lead it 3-0. 2 T.J. Rubley interceptions so far in the game. McCoy to throw. At the wall. Pass caught. Diedrich Smith. He's denied the end zone. Good play by the cornerman Michael Swift to keep him out of the end zone. But Diedrich Smith, his 3rd year with the Admirals, comes up with the catch, and it's a 1st down and goal to go for Amsterdam.
They ran that same pattern they ran last time, Mark. It's kind of a seam pass. He's taking it down, forcing the defensive back to the outside, and coming in on a kind of a slant pattern. Remember
61
now, this is not the best pass-covering defense secondary in this league.
Diedrich Smith came into this game needing only 140 yards to be the Admirals' all-time yardage leader. We're going to get a timeout here. Mike McCoy wants to make sure, so he'll come over to Joe Clark, the offensive coordinator, and Al Luganville. Joe Clark, the one-back mentor for the Admirals, and he sees his team with a 3-0 lead, a yard away from another score.
Pantalon.
Hey, she says nice pants. There's a
Dockers, khakis.
Don't move! Johnny Depp, Holly Robinson, cops undercover in the hostile world called high school. The criminals are getting younger every day. They're the only cops keeping up with them.
Good work, man.
Johnny Depp, Holly Robinson, in 21 Jump Street. Tonight at 7, one place, FX. Searching for action, adventure, and attitude?
I'm a damage that sucker with this.
FX Primetime kicks off the night with the one team to turn to for explosive thrills.
Congratulations. You just hired the A-Team.
Hannibal, Murder, Face, BA. 4 bad soldiers, 1 mean team.
I love it when a plan comes together.
The A-Team, tonight at 8, part of FX Primetime, one place, FX.
This Sunday, do something really original. Lights, camera, action! FX is putting together a 2-hour block of original shows that will make you laugh, cry, maybe even stand up and cheer. First, it's FX's hilarious game show, No Relation. Next, see your views and entertainment news on Backchat. Then go behind the scenes of the minor leagues with Baseball Minnesota and see Love's Lost but Not Forgotten on Lost and Found. That's a wrap! So if you're searching for something, well, original, tune into FX. Sunday, starting at 6.
All right, here we are. Take a look at the replay here of Dietrich Smith. He's running straight down. He's going to fake with the outside. Just a little simple in pattern. Catch the ball on the 1-yard line.
First down, goal to go. Out of the eye, Brent Moss powers into the end zone. Touchdown. Amsterdam leading away. The tight end lined up as the fullback, John Davis. And there's a happy right tackle. Clay Williams hauling Brent Moss in the air. He's quite a package to lift up. So the home team with a 9-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, Mark, Clay Williams, Matt Brown, Ryan Leahy, Ron Lewis, Terry Graff. This front line is doing an excellent job of blocking here.
Silvio Diliberto will attempt the extra point. Brent Moss has been a very active running back in this football game, as we would expect. Extra point coming up to try to make it 10-0. Off of 2 interceptions. Both were tipped balls. Both passes intercepted by Tommy Jones. There's a happy Brent Moss scoring his 2nd touchdown of the season. And Amsterdam has a 10-0 lead.
Take a look at this offensive line surge. Brent Moss finds the hole, just walks in for a touchdown. Excellent job, excellent surge. Same picture, up inside. Excellent surge by Brent Moss. Good blocking up front. Moss going to do a little dance. He's going to shake a little dance, shake a little shoulders, get happy about it. That's his 2nd touchdown. He's fired up.
That was kind of all shoulders, wasn't it? A little shoulder dance?
I think they call it the Paco.
Whatever it is, he's happy. And Amsterdam with 2 interceptions. I don't know that you can blame them on T.J. Rubley because the balls were tipped. And Wayne, as you pointed out, I think he's been anticipating more pressure than he's gotten.
He really has. They've gone to 3 wide. They left that, went to 2 tight ends, left that, went to 4 wide. Right now they've got T.J. Rubley a little bit out of sync.
But he's a veteran, as you said, and veterans don't get shaken easily. I think he'll come right back. Oliver Quast will kick it off. He has a field goal, scoring the first points of the evening. And after the Rubley interception. High and very short kick. Mose racing up to the 22-yard line, and not a whole lot of running room. Closed down by Carpenter, good special teams player. In fact, the special teams player of the week. And he across the 32-yard line. That one goes 56 yards in 8 plays, capped off by Brent Moss, who was the busy man in the drive. Key pass, of course, to Dietrich Smith that set it up at the 1-yard line. Well, now the pressure on a bit, even though we're still in the first quarter, on Mr. Rubley and company. Ricky Powers now, the tailback. They will use all 3. Juan Carter, Ricky Powers, and Derek Clark. Powers on the carry off the right side, and he'll pick up a couple to about the 32 or 33-yard line. Ricky Powers, Wayne, you saw him in the not only with the Lions, but in the elevator today. He sought you out today at the hotel.
Ricky's a fine young man. He was in our camp in Detroit. Took that ball outside. Wanted to stretch it outside. Ethan Brooks did a good job blocking, and the thing was to try to get outside. They couldn't. Brought it back inside. Couldn't get anywhere with it.
This is a national series. Obasagi in the game as a wide receiver to the top of your screen. Ricky Powers straight ahead running. Just shy of the 35-yard line, setting up a third down at about 8 for Ryan Fire, coming in with the #1 offense in the World League. Galen Hall, you never know if you're ahead or behind if you look at Galen Hall. He always looks worried.
Mark, again, that was a quick trap up inside. They're trying to get something going. They're trying to mix it up a little bit here and see if they can get something going.
Galen Hall takes off those headsets momentarily, having a word with one of the officials, the line judge. And now we have a timeout called by Ryan Fire.
They're
a
first.
Trail. A minute 35 to go in the quarter.
30-second timeout. 30-second timeout.
Coaches are Mike. Let's take a listen. Well, it's it.
I know it's hard to hear.
Well, kind of an interesting comment there. T.J. Rubley said it was hard to hear here, and the reason is, hey, not only the fans make a lot of noise, but they got the music cranked up here at the Amsterdam Arena, Wayne.
I'll tell you what, the big thing on the sideline, they're just trying to settle him down. Game's a long way from over. Don't leave your game plan. Do what's got us here, and I think T.J. will settle down and get this offense going. They're anticipating blitzing. They're not getting it. They're getting more zone.
4 wide receivers set. Rubley out of the shotgun on 3rd and long. With protection over the middle, pass is caught by Foster, and he will stretch it out for the first down at the 45. The middle linebacker, Mark Lillibridge, on the stop, but Sean Foster comes up with the big 3rd down reception. Foster came into the game as the #2 receiver on this team.
Again, TJ gets the ball in the shotgun formation, expecting blitz. They don't get it. Throws the ball underneath. Deep thrust by the linebacker, something that he's not used to seeing from this football team.
Again, they stick with a 4 wide-out look on 1st down at the 45 of Ryan Fire. Ricky Powers sweeps to the left, turns it up at midfield. Good hard running by Ricky Powers, and he is bumped out by Jeff Russell of Amsterdam, but Ricky was able to get those shoulders turned up.
This is their slant play, really, Mark. He's going to take it out, try to take it all the way outside. Gets a good block from Mike Sheldon, number 77.
This offensive line can do it. Sheldon, a 300-pounder. He's allocated by the Miami Dolphins, and 4 of the 5 starters on this Ryan Fire offensive line are allocated players. It's 2nd down and 2 at the 47 of Amsterdam. Powers up the middle, got a good seal there, and an extra 3 or 4 yards. The block by Big Ethan Brooks, the right tackle. Good job. So now Ryan Fire getting it cranked up.
Again, watch the guard and the tackle both come this time. They're going to run a counter trade play up inside. Good block by the guard and tackle. Good running, very good running, and now they're starting to move the ball. They're staying with their game plan.
Well, they average 185 yards on the ground. That'll be the final play of the first quarter with about 8 seconds to go. They averaged 185 on the ground. They had over 200 in the victory at Scotland last week. So this offensive line can really do some blocking. So despite a couple of interceptions, Ryan Fire coming back.
First quarter.
Amsterdam with a 10-0 lead after 1.
This is the sound of small businesses doing more business with Fridays free. They're doing more because thanks to Sprint, all their long distance on Fridays is free. While the rest of the week, they're still getting Sprint's low flat rates. Even better, call now and get Fridays free until the year 2000 with no term commitment. Call 1-800-598-5000 for Fridays free. Only from Sprint Business.
Searching for major movies? Turn on FX Major Movie Sunday. A major Hollywood movie every Sunday. This Sunday at 8, they're back. Anthony Edwards and the rest of the nerd herd hit the beaches. They're tan, rested, and ready for some action in Revenge of the Nerds 2.
They're back! They're back!
But will the Alpha Betas send the nerds packing?
So you want to get funky or what?
Turn on Revenge of the Nerds 2 this Sunday at 8 for FX Major Movie Sunday.
This year, they're moving me from third base to first. It's a pretty big switch.
I just want to be prepared.
You still feel a bit small. Got anything bigger?
Bigger.
Nice reach, Jim.
Not bad. Hey, Dave, grab my new glove.
Monday, Texas takes on Cleveland, or Montreal meets San Francisco, only on FX.
World League action continues tomorrow when the Barcelona Dragons travel to Stamford Bridge in London's Chelsea district to face the Monarchs. Barcelona hoping to rebound from last week's loss to Frankfurt in their quest to host the World Bowl. The Dragons led by John Kitna. Number 1 pass offense. Number 2, Rheinfire. This guy, TJ Rubley, out of the shotgun. Start the second quarter. They trail 10-0. Just got it away, wide open over the middle to 15, 10-5, touchdown, David Rhodes. Rubley with the pop, but he got it away just in time as Mike Evans leveled him, but wide open, David Rhodes for the touchdown, and suddenly Rheinfire in the first play of the second quarter finds pay dirt.
I'll tell you what happened there, Mark. They went with an empty backfield. They caught the Amsterdam Animals in the in a blitz. No one covered him, wide open touchdowns.
You bet, wide open. Well, they had a wide open touchdown last week against the Claymores as well. The extra point by Bergfuehler, no good. So, the touchdown, but not the extra point. TJ Rubley with his 7th touchdown pass, and it's now 10-6.
It all started with this dime tip. Suddenly, I was the boss. So I gave myself the day off and went shopping. It was so great. Everything I tried on fit like it was cut just for me. Later at the salon, Candace Bergen shows up with my phone bill.
This will make your day.
Every call was just a dime a minute when I'm home, evenings and weekends. On the way out, I passed the dime on. Who wouldn't want a great rate like that?
Call now for 200 minutes free.
Australia's Great Barrier Reef. You don't need fins to swim under it. You don't need wings to fly over it. You don't need 4 legs to run through it. But you just might need to bring this. Because Reef Watch Air Tours, Wild Track Jeep Safaris, and Pro Sail Schooners will take you on the ride of your life. But they won't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Whenever there's a today's hello, whenever there's a touch, a handshake will follow. Whenever there's a laughing at you, whenever there's it's a groove that we do. With the twist of the cape, or the pop at the top, with the language we speak, it's the best that won't stop. Always Coca-Cola.
So here's the replay now. Tommy Jones jumps up in the gap. Littybridge picks him up.
And the kickoff. Ron Carpenter, who leads the league, averaging over 33 yards a return, gets across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. And last week he had 2 returns for 120, was named the Special Teams Player of the Week. There's the scoring drive, 69 yards in 6 plays. David Rhodes on the end of the touchdown pass from T.J. Lubley, and that is for Rhodes, his second touchdown catch of the season. So Amsterdam gets it back. They lead it 10-6. Well, that quieted this raucous crowd down a little bit. Running back Ralph Dawkins in the game now. He gets the toss left. Dawkins tries to turn it up, but runs out of running room. Good job along the defensive line. This quarter, take a look at the numbers. Certainly something's going to stick out here, and it will most likely be points off the turnovers, Wayne.
I'll tell you, we got 10 points off the turnovers, 10.5 seconds time possessed against 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
Huge numbers there, but the 2 interceptions of T.J. Robley made the difference.
Can't win turn the ball over, Mark.
Ralph Dawkins out of Louisville remains the running back. Allocated player a couple of years ago. Back goes McCoy over the middle. Pass is underthrown, intended for his big tight end, John Davis, at about the 49-yard line, but the pass is underthrown.
That's what Mark didn't do. Okay? Got it? Okay, if you see it again, we're fine. All right.
It's Al Luganville, the head coach. He's always talking. He's a tough guy to find on the sideline, isn't he?
Well, he runs the defense, Mark, and he was going over the adjustment they had to make against an empty backfield. They ran a blitz. No one covered the wide receiver Rose for a touchdown.
Third down and about 7. 10-6. Amsterdam with the lead. Second quarter action. And looks like a procedure penalty coming up here. Flags fly, and we'll see what our referee Ron Warner has to say about it all. Amsterdam, statistically, and sometimes coaches hate statistics, but
prior to the snap, false start, number 62 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Coming into the game, Amsterdam was 6th in the defense, 6th in the offense. There's the number 1 offense in the World League, led by that guy, T.J. Rubley, and he was out here. He was the first player out on the field, Wayne Fonts.
He's anxious to get back in there too, Mark.
They can feel it now. They've settled down. They came up with a big play after the 2 picks. And once again, flag flies. McCoy chased and throws it away, incomplete. And now we will check the penalty and find out what that's all about.
Looked like James Wilson, number 74, jumped for the Ryan Fire.
It's one of your former guys. Played with the Lions in '95.
Trying to beat the count.
Out of Tennessee. 4 sacks last season did James Wilson, if he is indeed the guilty party.
Offside. Defense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Moved too quick. Settled back.
So it'll be a third down situation coming up for Mike McCoy and the Amsterdam Admirals. There's been quarterback parade for this Amsterdam team, but Al Luganville feels he's got him settled down, and once again, this time the tight end John Davis decided to run his route at his own leisure.
They keep trading 5 yards here, Mark. Back and forth.
And forth we go.
Back and forth.
So a little communication problem. And they'll mark it back.
False start,
5 yards back to the 21.
5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Watch the tight end now.
Son of a gun. God.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Mike looks over and says, where's my tight end?
I think you heard Al Luganville's reaction. 4 wide receivers, so McCoy will work out of the shotgun. Ralph Dawkins alongside him. 3rd and long. 10-6 Amsterdam. McCoy looking downfield, runs out of time, scrambles to the right, pumps, goes to the 25-30, near the first down marker. Did he get it? Off the close mark. Boy, that's a good-looking run. Scrambled by the quarterback, Mike McCoy, and across the 34-yard line. Gets a couple of pats from his teammates on the sideline. That was a good coverage downfield.
Take a look at Anderson here versus Williams. Williams keeping him outside, pushing, forcing him way outside, of course, and went out too far. Good job by Mike McCoy finding space, getting up inside. Williams went up the field too far that time, Mark. He must come back up inside to force the quarterback not thrown up in there.
Clay Williams getting the start. He just joined this team, allocated by the Colts. Amsterdam with 7 first downs, and we got play stopped here. Mike McCoy going up to the referee Ron Winters. We have 12:42 to go in the first half of play at Amsterdam Arena. The Admirals lead at 10-6. Both of their scores coming off interceptions off of T.J. Rubley. They were both tipped balls. Tommy Jones came up with both picks. One led to a field goal. One led to a Brent Moss 1-yard plunge. And I don't know what this is all about, but McCoy...
timeout.
I think he was unhappy with the team getting charged with a timeout. So that is their second timeout. So the Admirals with that 10-6 lead. Mike McCoy
30-second timeout.
coming into this game, completing just under 44% of his passes.
Go to 56. Dime is here. Put him in a hot. Put him in a hot. Mike, you're blitzing.
Here are the rules for the World League, at least the key ones. 4 points for that 50-plus field goal. The 35-second play clock. That one, that's a little tough, Wayne.
That's a tough one, Mark. The quarterback has to get in out of the huddle in a hurry. He must give himself a chance to audibilize if he sees a blitz or he sees something that he doesn't like.
Both of these quarterbacks said they wanted about 12 to 15 seconds left on that clock. That would be the best case scenario. First down play. Dawkins off the right, and he is stuffed at just about the line of scrimmage. The Ryan Fire defense getting fired up.
Good job. Good job with the Ryan Fire defense. James Wilson, Dustin Anderson, Mark Brooks, all three in the hole here.
Good job along the line. Buster Stanley out of Michigan, who has come back to this team and really is a fine contributor. A big guy, 6'2", 295-pounder. There's Ralph Dawkins out of Louisville. Had some fumble problems, but he's been in for a while. Play fake. McCoy rolls left, and the pass bobbled, but hung on to. Across the 45 to the 48-yard line by Masato Itai. From Japan, Itai. Michael Swift running him out of bounds. Itai coming into this game with 2 catches.
This is a great play by the Japanese national player, Mark. It's a great play. Good bootleg action by Mike McCoy. Forces the defense to go the wrong way, and it's a nice completion.
Itai, his mentor with this team, assistant coach Kiyo Mori. And Itai, one of 2 Japanese players on this team, 6'1", 185, out of Kyoto U, where Mori, the assistant coach, was. Ralph Dawkins, cutback move, spins at midfield and just barely into Ryan Fire territory on the first down carry. 10-6 Amsterdam. We're talking about some of those national players, and you can see they are from all over the world. Silvio Diliberto, the kicker. Harvey Franklin is a receiver. There you see the assistant coach we talked about, Kiyo Mori. He is talking on the phones, and they want him to talk in English. Al Luganville does, and Al says, you know, he's doing a good job. He's a heck of a kid. And a fade pass to Diedrich Smith, and there was a lot of contact that time, and the flags fly. Lee Cole, the corner man, got tied up with Diedrich Smith. A lot of pushing and shoving on that one, Wayne. So let's see.
Pass
interference.
We got 22 of the defense. Penalty at the spot of the foul. First down.
All right, we got a blitz come from the outside. Both outside linebackers come. There's Smith going down the sideline. Definitely pushing in. Can't do that. Didn't look back for the ball, Mark. You got to look back for the football.
Well, big penalty there. Amsterdam moving to the Ryan Fire 28-yard line. They lead it 10-6. Robert Hall to the top side for the wide receivers. Former third-string quarterback. Toss right. This could be an option. Ralph Dawkins unloads for the end zone and broke it up at the last second. Oh, my. That one was almost 6 points, but broken up at the last second. Terrific play.
There's the pitch back, making a sweep like they've been doing all along. He stops, goes a long pass downfield. 63 did a great job, Mark, of forcing that ball.
Buster Stanley is the guy who forced it. Robert Hall, the man I was talking about, was the intended receiver on that one.
Michael Smith came a long way to break that up, or it might have been a touchdown.
You know, and the interesting thing, we asked Robert Hall, is there any chance you might throw a pass? He said, no chance at all, but he didn't say someone else couldn't throw it from the backfield. Ralph Dawkins is caught in the backfield, back around the 35-yard line. You know, I wonder, he had a little twinkle in his eye, did Robert Hall. I think he may have known that was in the package this week. He certainly didn't want to tip us off. Pete Schufelt made the stop.
This is an excellent play by Schufelt coming off the corner. Didn't get faked in at all. Put his head on the helmet, down the chest, and knocked him down. Excellent play.
Out of UTEP, Texas El Paso is Pete Schufelt. Played with the Giants, New Orleans, San Francisco, Denver. Third down and about 16. 10-6, Amsterdam leading. McCoy back to pass protection. Rolls right. Still with the football, looking for blocking to the 25, and will step it out of bounds. Robert Hall, one of the blockers downfield, but McCoy wisely gets out of bounds. So we'll have a field goal try coming up here. 10-6, Amsterdam leading. And this one will be a 40-yard effort. Again, the rule is if it's 32 and in, it has to be a national kicker. This will be a 40-yard effort. If it's beyond 50, it would be a 4-point play. But this will be for 3. Kick on its way. Not a lot on that
outside. Missed it, Mark.
And he didn't get a good foot on that one. Looked like a little wedge shot by Quas. So Rheinfire will get it back. Amsterdam by 4.
They lost pretty much everything.
We were thinking, are we next?
I wanted security I could really feel.
Introducing Security Link from Ameritech. It gives people a feeling that's hard to find nowadays.
Complete peace of mind. 24 hours a day.
Now everything's protected, whether I'm home or not.
If you've been thinking about a home security system, call now for our special offer.
It costs a lot less than we thought.
It's so easy to use.
Now you can get a home security system from the only advanced communications company in the business, Ameritech, a worldwide leader in making communications easy. Call now for our special free start program. Free installation plus 24-hour monitoring for less than $1 a day.
It's a company you can really rely on.
Security Link from Ameritech.
Searching for the heat of Miami? Turn on FX Primetime and discover the excitement, the intensity.
You pulled the trigger. Live with the responsibility.
And the danger.
No!
Don Johnson, Philip Michael Thomas, and Edward James Olmos star in Miami Vice. Tonight at 9, part of FX Primetime. One place, FX.
Searching for Fox Major League Baseball? World League Football? NCAA Basketball? Searching for the power of Fox Sports? You'll find it on FX. Fox Gone Cable.
Second quarter action, 9:08 remaining in it. Amsterdam leading 10-6, but they failed to add on to it.
I'll tell you, the snap was very good. The holder held the ball very well, and Cross from Denmark just missed the ball. And he knew it immediately, Mark.
Rheinfire gets it back. Gary Clark, sweep to the left. Turns it up. Oh, man. And there's a flag flying. Oh, that could have hurt Derek Clark as he was grabbed by the helmet and ripped back. Ronzo Miller, the right defensive end, is the man who grabbed a hold of Clark's head, literally, and pulled it back. That should be a major penalty.
That'll be a major, Mark. I'll tell you, they're going again. They're going right.
Foul. Face mask. Number 96 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They're going right back to what they feel they can do. Now, they're taking the ball outside here. They're going to block man on man. They're trying to get some run. Now there's a grab by the face mask. 15-yard penalty. They're going to move it downfield. Miller.
not a good move on his part. Well, at the 48-yard line of Ryan Fire, they trailed 10-6. Slot man is Schrader to the bottom of your screen. He's been the go-to guy this year. Ruble out of the backfield, Quan Carter. And he is going to be pulled down. There's a fine defensive play by Mark Lillibridge, the middle linebacker. Academic All Big 8 at Iowa State.
I'll tell you, Mark, this is a screenplay. Ruble goes back, watch the lineman release, go downfield. They're trying to block right now. Jones missed the block. Juwan Carter just can't get anywhere, and you bring him down.
Well, Jones, we mentioned John Jones. He's starting at right guard. There you see Lillibridge, but John Jones starting at right guard because of the season-ending injury to Keith Wagner. Second down and a little more than 10. 10-6, Admirals. Straight hitter Derek Clark, and he is going to be driven back again by Lillibridge along with Cedric Figueroa. Figueroa had a very nice game last week, had 6 tackles. And this Amsterdam team, well, I don't know what it is about the arena, but they play well. They are 10-2 all-time at home. And Ryan Fire 0-4 against the Admirals.
I tell you, Mark, that was a trap again. And Lillibridge hung in there pretty good and read it and made the play.
This defense last in the league, Wayne, but couldn't tell it.
No, you can't.
Third down and 9.
They expect blitz here, Mark.
Forced up, right tackle, picked up the right arm, and that's Ethan Brooks.
Number 79.
Brooks, allocated by the Atlanta Falcons. Well, it's been, well, we've had a few flags here in the second quarter.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 79 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Well, the 5-yard mark off.
Okay, watch Ethan Brooks just stand out of it, get out of the stance, the right tackle. Can't do that. Once you're down, you can't reset, especially if you're an offensive lineman.
It'll be a third down and 14 situation now for T.J. Ruble. And Ryan Fire trying to get to 3-1 of the year. Out of the gun, swings it out. Carter at the 45, bang down at about the 48-yard line. Look who was over there again. Lillibridge with help from Ron Carpenter, the left corner. Lillibridge has had a very active series.
Mark, they're going to start trying to run some bootlegs on him. He's very, very active. I'll tell you what's happening right now. They're putting a man every time on Schrader's face. He can't get off the line of scrimmage. That's causing him a problem.
Jeff Russell will be back deep to accept the punt. Kyle Richardson, Arkansas State will do it. 6:38 to go here in the first half. And it doesn't quite turn over, but it will hit at the 1 and go into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. That's where the Amsterdam Admirals will get it back. Mike McCoy and company. Well, if you're interested in how these teams get to the World Bowl, very interesting. I like this thing. Team leading the standings after week 5, flat out, they are going to host the World Bowl. Great incentive to win early.
No question about it, Mark. This is an important game.
Now, if that same team is leading the standings at the end of the season, then the team with the second best overall record will qualify. T.J. Ruble would like to be the team that hosted. Ryan Fire. Right now they trail 10-6. Boy from the 20-yard line. Watkins, the running back again, across the 21 to the 22. It'll be a second down and 8 situation.
Yeah, out of shotgun. Yeah, not me, I'm fine.
T.J. Ruble on the sideline.
Now you can see a little bit better on the corner if you're right. Okay. And in the huddle, I'll just say on Bob, all right? Yep, on Bob.
Ruble showing some of that leadership, huh? Second down and 8 for the 22. Quick pass, slant pass, caught. 35 out to about the 38-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Robert Hall on the end of that one.
Watch Mike McCoy going back here. They're going to run a slant pass, an out and an in. Good throw, good completion. Good job protecting the ball after the catch.
Robert Hall was the number 3 quarterback. The number 1 guy, there are the numbers. 6 of 9 for 82 yards for McCoy. First down. Ralph Dawkins tried it right, found a little seam, cut it back, rolled it back more than that across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Good run by Ralph Dawkins. Dawkins in 95 had just under 500 yards in World League action, and also a pretty good return man, averaged 27 yards, and that was in 1995. Those were his numbers from last week. 2 touchdowns.
And running a few more traps, Mark, than I've seen run before. Trying to catch his lineman upfield.
Second down 6. 10-6 Admirals here in the second quarter. Play fake, rolling left, now throwing back right, and a pass is caught by the tight end. 45 to the 46-yard line, but Carlos Etheridge out of the University of Miami. David Merritt on the stop. They don't throw the ball a great deal to Etheridge.
Again, a misdirection play coming back to the tight end away from misdirection.
61
the right
reporting
wrist
is
of Chris
eligible.
Schelling, the strong
61
safety.
is eligible.
Being looked at now by the trainers. So they hope to get him back in there. Third down and about 2 yards to go. A big play here for Amsterdam. They're going to go with the I formation. Davis, the tight end, will line up as the fullback, but McCoy is going to have to call a timeout with 3:54 to go in the second quarter.
Their second.
So Amsterdam
30-second timeout.
with their second timeout.
30-second timeout.
This one will be only a 30-second timeout. Ralph Dawkins, well, Al Luganbill, Wayne, said he was a little concerned about Ralph Dawkins and about his fumble problems, but he also had more problems.
Look at the scar on the left knee of Ralph Dawkins. He rehabbed himself, came back and is doing it. Came back last week and is playing all right again this week.
That injury occurred a couple of years ago. He was leading the World League in rushing. 2 touchdowns, his first 2 since, of course, that injury. And got to give him a lot of credit, battling back, Ralph Dawkins. The crowd making a lot of noise here at Amsterdam Arena.
Is eligible.
Beautiful facility. They have a retractable roof here. So if it's bad weather, they can close up the roof. If you are flying over this stadium, it reminds you a lot of Texas Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play. Grass field.
If you get a center now, Mark, playing a tight end, he's eligible.
High formation, third down and a couple. Play fake, bootleg, McCoy. First down and then some. Midfield slides to the 42-yard line. There's a nifty play. Bootleg by Mike McCoy, the quarterback, and Amsterdam. McCoy comes up limping.
Excellent call here. They fake a bootleg play. McCoy keeps it. Going to throw the ball outside. Nothing there. Keeps it and runs it.
And when he went into the slide, he caught his left ankle. And on this grass, he says he's going to stay in, but I tell you, he's limping heavily on that left foot. Jay Fiedler will start loosening up. He's the backup quarterback. First down at the Ryan Fire 42. Toss right. Dawkins cut back inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. McCoy again waving off Fiedler. Fiedler had actually come out on the field, and McCoy keeps waving him off.
Watch when he slides here, Mark. I think he gets caught with his left ankle in the turf here, right?
Oh, yeah.
There as he goes down.
Yeah, he turned over on him as he planted. It's always tough for a quarterback in that slide. And now it is a second down and 6. McCoy stays in, though. Backpedals. Flips it up over the top. Dawkins, and he's hauled down at the 41-yard line. Nothing there. The middle linebacker, Anthony Fielding's on the stop. So Mike McCoy now is going to come out of the lineup.
I'll tell you on that last play, McCoy read man coverage, threw the ball out good quickly on a swing pattern, and he got nothing out of it.
Well, and they want to take a look at it. McCoy is angry as he comes off the field. So Jay Fiedler out of Dartmouth is now the quarterback. Dartmouth record holder, over 6,600 yards in his career there. It's a third down and 9, and now we have play stop. 2-minute warning here at Amsterdam. Well, it's been an exciting game. A couple of turnovers helping the Admirals to a 4-point lead.
Life is the race against yourself.
Setting goals. Focus. The face plan.
Reaching goals.
2,837 free throws.
Putting back what you lose. Being the underdog.
Life is
Beginning.
being me.
Me. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
Nice pants.
Dockers, khakis.
Searching for major movies? Turn on FX Major Movie Sunday. A major Hollywood movie every Sunday. This Sunday at 8, they're back. Anthony Edwards and the rest of the nerd herd hit the beaches. They're tan, rested, and ready for some action in Revenge of the Nerds 2.
They're back! They're back!
But will the Alpha Beta send the nerds packing?
So you want to get funky or what?
Turn on Revenge of the Nerds 2 this Sunday at 8 for FX Major Movie Sunday.
This year, they're moving me from third base to first. It's a pretty big switch.
I just want to be prepared.
You still feel a bit small. Got anything bigger?
Bigger.
Nice reach, Jim.
Not bad. Hey, Dave, grab my new glove.
Monday, Texas takes on Cleveland, or Montreal meets San Francisco, only on FX.
Eric Clemens back at our FX studios in New York. Join us for the Doctor's halftime report coming up in a few minutes. The man to my left, Adam Vinatieri, New England Patriots kicker, former Amsterdam Admiral kicker, will be joining me here to talk a little football. Now let's go back out to Amsterdam.
Well, Mike McCoy is, I think, angrier on being taken out of the game than he is with the injury.
He wants to be in there, Mark. He's moved this club.
Well, he's not happy at all as they looked at that ankle and also the knee. So Jay Fiedler is now the quarterback. Back to throw on third. Fires left sideline, stretching out. Pass goes incomplete. Dietrich Smith, the intended receiver, at the 30-yard line of line fire. So it'll be a fourth down. So Jay Fiedler, we said, out of Dartmouth. Not a tall quarterback, 6'1", but Fiedler has some NFL experience. He was a free agent in '94 with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mark, they blitzed him on the first play. They had to throw the ball. They blitzed him, got him out of rhythm.
Ricky Mose back deep for the punt. Hangs it high, fair catch. Hits at the 10, takes a bounce back the other way. A Ryan Fire bounce. And they're going to pick up about 10 yards because that ball bounced the other way. So there's a break. Ryan Braggart, the punter. So it's 10-6, Amsterdam leading. And let's a look at the allocated players. And this is a pretty impressive number. 112 allocated from the National Football League this year.
Last year they had 41, Mark. This year, 1996, 74.
NFL rosters, there you see that from last year, 116. So these kids have proven that if given a chance, if they're allowed to develop and play, that they can make an NFL team. First down at the 20. Rubley on the handoff. Across the 22 to the 23-yard line goes Quan Carter, who had a very nice run over 50 yards last week. And that was in the big victory over the Claymores. Amsterdam without any timeouts. Ryan Fire still has a couple of those left. Quan Carter with 100 yards rushing. The first Ryan Fire back to get it. He turns it up at the 25 and across the 27-yard line. Initially, he had 99. And somehow they found another yard. And so he got 100 yards, Quan Carter did, and was very, very happy to get it. First player in 23 games to do that. And if you think that's important, and Galen Hall might look at the number, teams boasting a 100-yard rusher are 16-3 in World League play. Third down at about 4. They run the draw to Carter, bobbing and weaving his way, cutting back and forth. A terrific run across the 40-yard line. Oh, my. Great run by Twan Carter. Play stop with 31 seconds to go. Jeff Russell, the defensive player of the week, made the stop.
30-second timeout.
They go to a 4 wide, and they're going to run a trap here, Mark. Big hole up inside. They spread the defense. Excellent job of running, make the first down. Sheldon was on the trap, Mark.
Well, he kept the eyesight
Number
ahead,
77.
turned the shoulders up, and gets a nice pat. Twan Carter coming off the field. 24 yards on 4 carries today. We mentioned the 100-yard effort last week out of Arizona. And the crowd here at Amsterdam, there are a lot of Rheinfire fans, too. It's only about 110 miles from Dusseldorf, and the fans love to support Rheinfire. We heard them cheering earlier.
31 seconds, Mark.
There are the Rheinfire fans. T.J. Rubley with 4 wide receivers will work out of the shotgun. Rheinfire trailing 10-6. From the 40, Rubley with protection long down the right sideline. Incomplete, and a late hit there on Bobak Mobasagi. But no flag as he was belted out of bounds by Jay Phillips, the safety. And, well, I don't know. I think Jay got away with one. National player Mobasagi.
Mark, take a look at this. He has no chance to catch this football, plus it's out of bounds. They'll never call this. No chance to catch that ball.
I don't know, though.
I like defense, Mark. I thought it was a good play.
Okay.
I'll tell you what they're doing. They're not letting Rubley scramble. They're keeping him inside. They're not letting T.J. Rubley scramble, and that's bothering me.
Well, that's a big thing if you could accomplish that. Out of the gun. 4 wide receivers. There's pressure, and down he goes. It's a sack by Bronzell Miller, and Wayne, boy, rather prophetic on your part. As you said, they are not letting him get away. That's his 3rd sack of the year.
Watch him come in. It's an excellent job, Mark. They're running kind of just a pinch or a stunt inside, tackle coming all the way outside, and they can't block it. Good job by the inside defensive lineman.
Yeah, good job.
Both tackle and the guard came inside.
That is the first sack allowed this season by the offensive line from Rheinfire, and I know it's a very proud unit, and they took a lot of solace in that. And T.J. Rubley has had 2 interceptions. He had gone 80 passes without one, and so suddenly some bad things happening, yet Rheinfire with 8 seconds to go in the half still trail by only a 10-6 score. They have the touchdown and the missed extra point.
Mark, they're putting people in his face, and they're bringing somebody outside to ensure they don't lose containment. This is an excellent game plan for the defensive coaches.
Well, they're just going to let the clock roll down. It is halftime at Amsterdam Arena. We got a good one going here as T.J. Rubley heads to the locker room.
First half.
The Amsterdam Admirals with the lead 10-6.
Does it seem like the weekend is the only time to take care of personal business? The problem is that when you're off, just about everyone else is too, but not at the Money Store. If you're thinking about refinancing or getting a home equity loan, call the Money Store this weekend and apply by phone. There's no application fee, and chances are you'll have an approval by Tuesday.
Palmer, there's still more bags in the car.
So if you want to refinance your home or get a home equity loan, call the Money Store this weekend at 1-800-LOAN-YES.
They lost pretty much everything.
We were thinking, are we next?
I wanted security I could really feel.
Introducing Security Link from Ameritech. It gives people a feeling that's hard to find nowadays.
Complete peace of mind, 24 hours a day. Now everything's protected, whether I'm home or not.
If you've been thinking about a home security system, call now for our special offer.
It costs a lot less than we thought.
It's so easy to use.
Now you can get a home security system from the only advanced communications company in the business, Ameritech, a worldwide leader in making communications easy. Call now for our special free start program. Free installation plus 24-hour monitoring for less than $1 a day.
It's a company you can really rely on.
Security Link from Ameritech.
This Doctor's Halftime Report is brought to you by Doctor's Khakis, the go-to khakis from Dusseldorf to Amsterdam. Hey, nice pants.
Eric Clemens back at our FX studios here in New York, and joining me for the Doctor's Halftime Report, our very special guest, New England Patriots place kicker Adam Vinatieri. Adam, thank you so very much for being with us. You also had the unique experience of being an Amsterdam Admiral last year. What did the World League experience mean for you?
It was a real great opportunity for me. It gave me an opportunity to go see Europe, play football at a higher level than at my college, and it was a great transitional phase for me going into the NFL. I really think I wouldn't have been able to have the success that I did without the World League experience.
Talk about that a little bit, because I would think, as a person who has not played the game before, but it would be a physical and mental advantage for you coming out of the spring league and then waiting a month and going into an NFL camp. Is that indeed the case?
I agree on that. It definitely puts you ahead of the rest of the guys coming into camp and being in shape and you know, cardiovascularly. But then I think there might be a little bit of a drawback on that also, in the fact that, you know, after playing a 10 or 11 game season, you could be a little bit banged up perhaps, and you didn't have the opportunity to do a lot of the off-season workouts, heavy lifting and stuff, so you might not be quite as strong as you'd normally be coming into the season. So therefore, you know, it's got its advantages and disadvantages, but for the younger players that can play more year-round, I think it's definitely good for them.
It's working pretty well at your position, too. Let's take a look at some of the guys who punted or kicked in the World League that have gone on to careers in the NFL. You see Kerry Blanchard kicked Sacramento the first go-round of the World League. Don Silvestri, the Jets are anxiously awaiting for him to come into town. Darren Bennett made the Pro Bowl in his rookie season with the Chargers, and there are others like Chris Moore and Louis Aguiar and Leo Araguza. What is it, something about the position of kicker, punter, that may give you more of an advantage going from here to there?
Well, I think in the kicking and the punting situation, you know, 50-yard field goal is a 50-yard field goal no matter what field you play on. And for punting, you know, the distance and hang time is the most important. It doesn't really matter on the talent level that you're playing against. You know, the World League has great talent, but, you know, the differences between the World League and the NFL, you know, you have to be a real good World League player to take it to the next level at a running back position, per se, because you've got the Curtis Martins and the Barry Sanders and the Emmitt Smiths out there. Whereas, you know, in the World League, they're basically just concerned on your statistics, how far you're kicking the ball and if they're going through the post or not.
Overall, you've been here watching all day with us today. Your assessment as a person watching from the outside of the World League, looking at a couple of games that we've had so far today.
I'm very excited about it. It's really neat to see that, you know, American football is really taking off over there in Europe. You know, the talent level is increasing every single year. You know, a couple of years back, they didn't have the crowds over there. The crowds are getting into it, and the excitement in general is just really becoming in the up and up. So it's really neat to see, and the talent levels there, and you're seeing these young players, allocated players that are getting their shot and, you know, their opportunity to be out on the field, and hopefully that's giving them a good experience to come into camp this next summer.
All right, Adam, we're going to talk to you a little bit more just a little bit later on. Halftime at Amsterdam Arena. Right now, the Admirals leading the Rhine Fire 10-6. We'll have some highlights from the day's action when we return.
There's a big cover-up performed by millions of people every day. People who have ugly nail fungus. It turns nails' colors, makes them thick or brittle. But now you may be able to go barefoot without embarrassment. With more beautiful nails, healthier, clearer nails. You see, nail fungus lives deep under the nail at the base. That's why it's so hard to get rid of. But by calling this number now, you'll receive a free video and learn how it may be possible to get beautiful, healthy nails back. Because today, your doctor has effective treatments that attack the fungus right where it lives. So call to uncover the truth about nail fungus and get your free video on nail care and treatments. The sooner you call, the sooner you may be able to go barefoot without embarrassment.
Don't move! Johnny Depp, Holly Robinson, cops undercover in the hostile world called high school. The criminals are getting younger every day. They're the only cops keeping up with them.
Good work, man.
Johnny Depp, Holly Robinson, in 21 Jump Street. Tonight at 7, one place, FX.
This
Sunday, do something really original. Lights, camera, action! FX is putting together a 2-hour block of original shows that will make you laugh, cry, maybe even stand up and cheer. First, it's FX's hilarious game show, No Relation. Next, see your views and entertainment news on Backchat. Then go behind the scenes of the minor leagues with Baseball Minnesota and see Love's Lost but Not Forgotten on Lost and Found. That's a wrap! So if you're searching for something, well, original, tune into FX. Sunday, starting at 6.
Welcome back to the Doctor's Halftime Report, where you're seeing an exciting contest in Amsterdam. And earlier today, another one between arch rivals Scotland and Frankfurt. It went down to the wire. Great crowd, over 30,000 at Waldstadion. First quarter, Scotland, Spence Fisher of the Dolphins connects with Yo Murphy. 17 yards, sets up a field goal attempt on the next play. And Wayne Lamlin, plenty of leg from 41 yards out. Adam Vinatieri would be proud of that. 3-0 lead there. Second quarter, Steve Pallur to Travis Hanna for 6 yards. Set up a field goal by Frankfurt. Rolf Kleinman, a 34-yarder with 5 seconds to go in the half, ties it at 3 at the intermission. Steve Pallur talking to his head coach, Ernie Stautner, and some other offensive buddies before the second half, saying we can get this done. But Scotland's Spence Fisher intercepted for the second time in the game. Jack Kellogg stepping in front. Frankfurt misses, however, a 44-yard effort by Kleinman. Fourth quarter now. Fisher to Scott Cooper, the national. 14-yard hookup there. 5 plays later. Fisher, though, ill-advised pass off balance here, intercepted by Johnny Dixon. Third interception for Frankfurt in the game, but they could not convert. So later in the quarters, Fisher to Yo Murphy. A short game here. And on the next play, Scotland would get it done, much to the chagrin of Ernie Stautner. Fisher. Somehow, de Graffenried gets behind the defense. It's 33 seconds left in the game. He scores on a 47-yard touchdown. It's a 10-3 or 9-3 lead for Scotland. They missed the extra point. And there's your final. The Claymores have won 4 straight against the Galaxy. Again, your final 9-3. Now, let's go to the first half of the game. You're watching T.J. Rubley coming in ranked second in the league in passing. Not for long. First play of the game, Rubley of the Broncos deflected and picked off by Tommy Jones. He returns it 5 yards. It results in a field goal, and then his second pass is tipped again, picked off again by Jones to the 44-yard line. 2 interceptions by Rubley. That led to this Brent Moss touchdown run of a yard. 10-0 Admirals. T.J. Rubley on the sideline with his coach Galen Hall's son. We know you can get the job done. So in the second quarter, he finds Damon Rhodes wide open over the middle. 38-yard touchdown. Bergsmuller's extra point no good. It's 10-6 Amsterdam. Later in the second quarter, Mike McCoy, free agent from Utah, the bootleg, and he catches the left ankle on the slide after the 12-yard run. He came up limping. He had to leave the game. He was replaced by Jay Fiedler. Later in the quarter, Rubley, back from the shotgun. He is sacked by Bronzell Miller, the first sack given up by the Rhine Fire all year. And right now, we've got a dandy going on at the Amsterdam Arena, 10-6 at the half. And right now, joining me once again in the studio, Adam Vinatieri, who's patiently watched those highlights. Welcome back to our show, Adam. Tell me what it was like to live in the town of Amsterdam for a couple of months now. Be very careful, because I happen to know that is one of the great party towns in the world.
It definitely is. I mean, it's a town that never sleeps, really. I mean, there's everything goes on there. I mean, you can go out all times of the day, and the really exciting thing about it is the culture and the heritage that they have there. I mean, you know, it dates back well before our country was even established. So the heritage that's there, I mean, even as a football player on the days off, you can go out and always have plenty of things to do.
All right, now talk about, I mean, you kicked for the Admirals, you lived in Amsterdam, then you come back for the Patriots and wind up kicking and playing in a Super Bowl. Talk about the euphoria there, just getting to New Orleans and playing against the Patriots.
Like you said, it's an incredible story. I mean, in a year's period, going from not playing football at all to making it to the Super Bowl, an incredible feeling. I mean, everything went real well with the Patriots this last year, and we had an opportunity to, like you said, make it through the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. Amazing. It was just amazing.
All right, now you kicked in the Super Bowl. That was a real thrill, but unfortunately for you, you had the unenviable task of trying to chase down Desmond Howard on a couple of those returns. Talk about that.
Well, I tell you, Desmond Howard is an incredible athlete. He definitely has a lot of skills, and it was just a situation that he broke out, and his blockers did a terrific job. He's a very talented athlete, and I just couldn't catch him.
Well, I don't think many people could in that situation. Let's talk about the coaching change here. The Tuna takes you to the Super Bowl. He comes to New England, rebuilds the team. and he leaves you. As a player, how does that make you feel to have a guy and put his group together and then leave suddenly the way he did?
Well, we all understand that it's a business, and it has to be viewed that way also. Unfortunately, he and our owner, Mr. Kraft, didn't quite see eye to eye on a few things, and now the Jets picked him up, and I think he'll be a very good coach for the Jets. You got to take your hat off to the man. He's an exceptionally good coach, and he will bring a lot of success to the New York Jets. But on the retrospect, we have a very good coach in now too, and hopefully, and I think he will lead us into a good season this year also.
What's the difference in philosophy? What's some changes that Pete Carroll has made as opposed to Parcells?
Well, I think both of them are pretty much defense-oriented coaches, so a lot of the things will be the same in that sense. Just the way that they coach a little bit is a little bit different. Coach Parcells was more, I shouldn't say more of a disciplinarian, but there's an intimidation factor there a little bit more. Both of them are great coaches, and I think both coaches will be very successful.
You're a very young team in the Patriots. It's a little early, I know, but what do you guys have to do to get back where you were at this time and this time winning?
Well, first of all, staying healthy is probably the #1 key for every team. You see a lot of great teams that start off real good, and then toward the end of the season they kind of peter off, if you will, and it's just a situation that they couldn't remain healthy, and I think that's one of our major things. I think we have a lot of the same players are going to be back. We just have to start meshing as a team from the get-go and just try to take one game at a time and just, it's a long season, stay healthy, and, achieve those goals as you go.
There's some soccer players out there that might have an inkling of kicking professionally. I'm going to put you on the spot here as an old man, so to speak, even though you're not. What advice would you give to a youngster who wants to kick in the National Football League or professional?
Well, I tell you what, the first thing they got to do is just, have this goal and do everything that they can to achieve this goal. If that is going out kicking in the rain or in the nasty days, and make sure you got a good lifting program and just be focused on what you want to do. Not everybody wants to play football, but if you do, there's not a lot of people out there that have that God-given talent that can just step into the situation. The rest of us, have to work pretty hard for it. And if that's something that you want to do, just set your mind at it and try to achieve all those goals and never give up.
Adam Vinatieri, 120 points for the Patriots last year. Continued success to you. Thanks for being with us. And Adam and I are going to sit back and watch the second half of our contest. And Wayne and Mark will be back from Amsterdam with the second half kickoff in just a few moments.
The later it gets, the better it gets.
3 words. Fabulous.
First.
I have a sexual appetite. Is that all right with you?
Excuse me. Weeknights at 11. Tom Skerritt stars in the critically acclaimed Picket Fences.
Vice, Miami.
Then, it's the show whose style and sound changed television forever.
I sort of like to keep it that way, if you catch my drift.
Miami Vice. Finally, it's a double dose of outrageous comedy.
2 snaps up.
In living color, primetime comes to late night starting at 11 on FX.
Watch tomorrow's NFL stars today in the World League. Tomorrow on FX at 10 a.m., John Kitna and the Barcelona Dragons roar into London to breathe fire on the Monarchs. Catch all the World League action starting tomorrow at 10 a.m., 9 Central on FX.
Coming up on this week's Back Chat, Joey Lauren Adams opens up about her freewheeling film, Chasing Amy, and Kim Cole just might fill us in on the season finale of Living Single. Coming up on this week's Back Chat.
Back Chat, Sunday at 6:30 p.m., 5:30 Central.
Searching for Fox action? Stick around. Fox suspense. Fox comedy.
That is.
Searching for the power of Fox movies? You'll find it on FX. Fox Gone Cable.
Back at Amsterdam Arena, Mark Champion and Wayne Fonts, and it's 10-6 as we begin the third quarter. Amsterdam leading. There's Mike McCoy, who left with what appeared to be an ankle injury. Jay Fiedler replacing him, but McCoy loosening up, looks to be okay. And
Mark, look at those stats. Take a look at the rushing yards, 79 yards for the Admirals and only 49 for the Fire. And they came in this ball game leading the league in rushing. And the Admiral, they were last in the league defending the run. So they're doing a great job on run defense and doing a great job on the time of possession.
Over 20 minutes, that's huge. T.J. Rubley and Mike McCoy. The comparisons and the number that sticks out there. 2 interceptions. Rubley came in with just 1. He had gone 80 consecutive pass attempts without an interception, and then he had 2 in the first half. Both were tip balls. So, you know, whether you can blame him or not, but they were tip balls, and Tommy Jones got them both. McCoy, solid. We'll just find out how healthy he is. We still see him limping a little bit.
Mark, I tell you the thing is happening to Ruben, and we talked to the defensive lineman last night from the Admiral football team, and they said they did not want him to scramble. They were going to contain him. They're also putting great pressure inside. They put pressure inside. They're bringing somebody outside to contain him. So they get somebody in his face and someone outside so he can't scramble. And they're doing a good job. If he scrambles, they're forcing him to go to his left instead of his right.
And as a result, as you can see, 10 points, the field goal, and really they were in a position perhaps to get 6 out of that, but they settled for the 3. And then the touchdown by Brett Moss. So 10-6 our score. Ryan Fire will kick it off, and Ron Carpenter is back deep. Jeff Russell also back there.
One of the better returners, the kickoff returners in the league, Mark.
He's the best. Led the AFC with the Jets 2 years ago.
Here's their fatal return.
At the goal line. Across the 15. Oh, he is tripped up. The ball flies out, but it was down as Ron Winters runs up to make sure. Carpenter tumbles to about the 20-yard line. Well, they shut that return down.
Take a look at Carpenter. He's going to take a look. He sees the wedge, gets right behind the 3 yards, and then he sees the seam. He tries to take it, Mark.
Good job that time by the Ryan Fire kick coverage team, and Mr. Carpenter a little frustrated.
He had what he wanted. He just couldn't get it.
Mike McCoy back in, and so is Brent Moss, who played early, scored a touchdown, and then kind of disappeared. Ball at the 20-yard line. Lost the ball carrier off the right side, pushes out to about the 22-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 8.
They came back for the same thing they did in the first half, Mark. They pulled Matt Brown outside and kicked the end out.
So they stick to the ground. Aubrey
Beavers made the play.
Yes, he did. Very good, very active linebacker out of Oklahoma. He and Dunstan Anderson, the left end for Ryan Fire, close friends, and Anderson went to Tulsa. Beavers went to Oklahoma.
They're trying to kick these ends out.
2nd down 8. Third quarter just underway, and penetration. Brent Moss had nowhere to go, and he was dropped at the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, back at the 20. Dunstan Anderson, the man I just talked about.
Fine play by him, stepping up, shedding the block, coming in and making the play, Mark.
One thing about Dunstan Anderson, he has great speed. He said that the one thing that NFL people have told him is that he needs to get stronger. He says he needs to get on the weights. He's 6'3", 265.
He's very quick. That's why, Mark, they're pulling guards to try to trap him and keep him outside. That time they came inside and made the play.
In 6, Amsterdam faced with a 3rd down and 10 from their 20-yard line. Mike McCoy back to throw, steps up from the pressure, fires back across his body, and completes it to Masato Itai. And McCoy, I tell you, that left ankle, that has got to cause him problems when he plants the foot to throw, especially a throw back across. So that'll be a punting situation. Ricky Mose will drop back deep.
Again, Mark, that time, Dunstan Anderson came inside, forced McCoy out of the pocket.
Ryan Crackert, first punt, nothing to write home about. Drops the snap, picks it up. He's in deep trouble, but flips it ahead. Heads up play, but the tackle made at about the 23-yard line. And the Admirals, with a big mistake, he flipped it ahead to Jay Phillips. So at least a heads-up play to do that, but Ryan Fire will get it in great position.
Mark, good snap. He just drops the ball here. That's not a bad snap at all. He had his end eyes down. He just missed the ball. Just dropped the football.
He got smacked pretty good. Didn't have the presence of mind to get it ahead. Michael Brittline's the guy who nailed him. So Ryan Fire will get it at the Admirals 22. A huge mistake.
Big play, Mark.
Look at this, 4 wide receivers for T.J. Rubley. Trying to strike early. Draw play, and Juan Carter battling hard, pushed ahead to about the 16-yard line. Good run, picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Mark, take a look at the punter here. He has his head right on the football. He just muffed it. He just dropped it.
Hands a stone there, huh?
That's a good snap. Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with that run by Quan Carter. Gets it down to the 17. Carter in the first half, 24 yards on 4 carries. Coming off 100 yards last week. 10-6 Admirals, but a precarious lead. Cut back. Carter gets straight to the 10. Cut back over the middle. 5. Touchdown! Ryan Fire.
Excellent run, Mark.
And the Ryan Fire fans who are here in pretty good number. Aiden Hall says go for the 1. Boy, Quan Carter, 17 yards to the end zone. And just like that, Ryan Fire has grabbed the lead here at Amsterdam Arena. Extra point now coming up. Bergsmuller to attempt it, the 47-year-old. Splits the uprights. So the crowd's stunned here in Amsterdam. 12:13 to go in the third.
This is the sound of small businesses doing more business with Fridays free. They're doing more because thanks to Sprint, all their long distance on Fridays is free. While the rest of the week, they're still getting Sprint's low flat rates. Even better, call now and get Fridays free until the year 2000 with no term commitment. Call 1-800-598-5000 for Fridays free. Only from Sprint Business.
Searching for an inside look at the American dream? Let FX take you to Minnesota, Baseball Minnesota, where you get a real-world view of the minor leagues, and every day is a fight to get to the majors. From the owners to the manager, the families and the fans, all eyes are on the men who have the courage to dream and the talent to win. Tune in to FX and get behind the scenes of the minor leagues, because there's more to the game of baseball than what you see on the field. Baseball Minnesota, Sunday at 7.
Searching for major movies? Turn on FX Major Movie Sunday. A major Hollywood movie every Sunday. This Sunday at 8, they're back. Anthony Edwards and the rest of the nerd herd hit the beaches. They're tan, rested, and ready for some action in Revenge of the Nerds 2.
They're back! They're back!
But will the Alpha Betas send the nerds packing?
So you want to get funky or what?
Turn on Revenge of the Nerds 2 this Sunday at 8 for FX Major Movie Sunday.
Quan Carter with the touchdown to make it 13-10. Ryan Fire.
Mark, this is the problem. Cut back play all the way. Jones blocks down. Cronenberg blocks down. Brooks turns out. They buried originally. This play is designed to cut back all the way.
Carpenter on the kick return gets it across the 21-yard line. That's where the Admirals get it back.
Ramo! I love you, son. We're about to pour it on. We're going to the crib, baby. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Clark. Excellent run. And again, guys, that was a play all the way. He cut it back. He watched the middle linebacker over pursue. He broke it back. Brooks did a great job blocking backside. The hole was there. He took it all the way in for the score.
He says we try to take it to the house every time. Well, he got it all the way in the house. First down, Amsterdam. Jay Fiedler now in at quarterback. Toss left, Brent Moss hurdles to the 26-yard line. So Jay Fiedler, who had replaced Mike McCoy late in the second quarter when McCoy on a scramble tried to slide and somehow caught his left foot, left ankle, and came away injured. He did come back to start this third quarter, but now Fiedler is back in, and there's McCoy limping a great deal on that left leg.
I'll tell you, Aubrey Beaver's all the football field, Mark. He had a great play on that play.
Brett Moss again remains the single setback. 13-10, Ryan Fire. Short drop right. Fiedler fires, and the pass is caught just about the first down marker at the 32-yard line. Robert Hall at the end of that one. The former arena ball. He's had experience at arena ball, the CFL, and now the World League. 16th round pick this year as a quarterback for Spike Dykes at Texas Tech.
Again, Mark caught him in the soft zone. This is the zone football team. Caught him in the soft zone. Quick 3-step drop. Out. 5-6 yard pass. They're going to try to control the ball, take downfield and score if they can here now.
Well, first down for the Admirals. It's been a game of turnovers. Brett Moss off the right side. Across the 35-yard line goes Brett Moss. And the stop made there, so it'll be a second down, about 7 yards to go for Amsterdam. Brett Moss out of Wisconsin.
Again, Mark, with that trap, Matt Brown pulled out, tried to kick out the defensive end, Mike Evans.
Moss, a first-round pick this year in the World League. Trips to the bottom of your screen, meaning 3 wide receivers. On second down, 13-10, Ryan Fire. Straight ahead, Brent Moss, and not much running room there. Hello, and down he went. He was nailed immediately. Tackle made by Tyrone Williams, allocated by the St. Louis Rams. The St. Louis Rams have more players allocated in the World League than any other team, so Dick Vermeil realizes how important this can be for his young developing players. Third down play coming up for Amsterdam. Jay Fiedler at quarterback. Back to throw. Can't find anybody. Scrambles to the left. Still with it. Now fires back across. Diedrich Smith, and that is very close to the first down. Tackle made by David Merritt, the outside linebacker, on Diedrich Smith, and that is right at the chains and enough for the first down. Says Ron Winters, the referee. Mike McCoy on the sidelines. And McCoy, let's take a look at exactly what happened. This back in the second quarter.
Make the bootleg.
Back goes Fiedler, long over the middle, overthrown, intended for Diedrich Smith on the post pattern at the Ryan Fire 35-yard line, but that one went sailing over his head.
Ball got away from the mark, and again, Ryan Fire just played a soft zone.
You notice that we had a shot of Mike McCoy standing next to John Sacca, who is back. There's been a lot of quarterback shuffling. And a blitz on from the outside. Aubrey Beavers from behind. Jay Fiedler never saw it coming. And Aubrey Beavers comes up with the quarterback sack, his first sack of the year.
I'll tell you what, Mark. Aubrey Beavers comes from the outside. This is a screen all the way. It was set up perfect. And Aubrey Beavers hits him from the backside. All the linemen were downfield blocking. This play could have went maybe to the house.
Well, Jerry Crafts, the left tackle, weighs, well, they say 334. Maybe a few pounds more than that. Reacted late. By that time, Aubrey, with that great speed, flew right by him.
Third and a mile, Mark.
You bet. 13-10, Ryan Fire. Jay Fiedler for the injured Mike McCoy. Back to throw with a lot of time over the middle into a crowd, and he's lucky that thing wasn't intercepted. Not a good decision. A.C. Tellison over the middle at about midfield, and Matt Gay, the free safety, one of about 4 Ryan Fire defenders back there. That was not a good decision.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, the linebackers third down at about 25. The linebackers took a deep drop. Secondary took a soft drop. All reacted to the ball.
Ryan Braggart will punt it away, and Ricky Mose back deep for Ryan Fire. And Braggart last time dropped it. This time he hangs on. High punt, doesn't turn over, not real deep. Mose will return it, 35 to the 40. Ricky Mose is hauled down at about the 43-yard line, so excellent field position as Latario Rachal makes the stop on Ricky Mose.
Searching for action, excitement, and laughs? Turn on FX Primetime, starting at 8.
Get yourself a team.
Catch the explosive thrills of the A-Team. Then at 9, Don Johnson turns up the heat with the look and excitement that is Miami Vice. And at 10,
Here to protect and serve.
Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans push the envelope of good taste.
Pilot to co-pilot, we're going down in flames.
On In Living Color, FX Primetime, tonight starting at 8. 3 shows, 1 place, FX.
Searching for Fox Major League Baseball, World League Football, NCAA Basketball, searching for the power of Fox Sports? You'll find it on FX. Fox Gone Cable.
Lost a player, found a player. Well, the Amsterdam Admirals have lost and found quite a few, especially the quarterbacks. Harry Klein was here for about 2 days, and he's gone again. Ricky Powers high-stepping across the 45 midfield. Powers for 9, maybe 10. Good solid run by a team that averages about 185 on the ground. There's the mystery man. Who was that? It's John Sacca. He's back with the team. He was their starting quarterback, and I gotta tell you flat out, Al Luganville says I made a mistake on my starting quarterbacks, and Sacca was that man at the time. Was 12 of 27, had completed 44%, but was struggling in his first couple of games. Was sent back to the United States. There's Al Luganville, who kind of does his Lou Holtz impression up and down the sidelines, and Sacca now is back with this team. So they are changing quarterbacks right and left, Mr. Wayne.
I had no idea Sacca was even in uniform.
Nor did I.
I bet he couldn't run that time by Ricky.
Well, now, instead of the ankle, they have a ice bag on the left knee of Mike McCoy. So, obviously, when he went into that slide, not only was the ankle turned, but he may have twisted the knee.
Definitely twisted the knee.
13-10, Ryan Fire leading here in the third. 7:55 to go in it. First down, quick release by Rubley to Bill Schrader. And that is Schrader's first catch of the game, and he led the league coming in. Tackle made by Ron Carpenter.
All right, watch Schrader come across in motion. There are 2 receivers on this side. 2 of them go deep. Schrader breaks to the outside, wide open, and gains nice yardage. His first catch of the afternoon, of the evening.
Now, Bill Schrader wants to be in Sydney. He wants to make an Olympic team in the year 2000. Those are his numbers. His best numbers in the 10 events of the decathlon. He's a great athlete. Second down, Ricky Powers spins away from one tackler, still fighting hard, and down he goes at about the 38. Loose ball, but they'll say that it was down. And by contact, Carpenter picked it up and started the other way, but good hard running, though, by Ricky Powers. He'll come up 2 yards shy of the first down. Getting back to Schrader. The thing about...
They're going to blitz here. 57 come to Figueroa. Tries to come through, misses the tackle. Good job of running. But it was a blitz all the way. Ooh. They might have blown the whistle, Mark, but he wasn't down.
The officials rule here, I guess. Third down and a couple. Ryan Fire has grabbed the lead. 13-10. Antoine Carter with the go-ahead touchdown and a great run. Ricky Powers tries to cut it back, but a great penetration by a very active middle linebacker tonight, Mark Lillibridge.
Let's go!
Well, he has been all over the place. He's allocated by Miami.
Take a look at Lillibridge, Mark. He's going to start coming. It's a blitz again. He hits the seam. The runner comes back. Both linebackers come, and Lillibridge makes the play. It's that same cutback play that they scored on, Mark.
Jeff Russell will be back deep to accept the punt from Kyle Richardson. He's standing at about his 43-yard line. Get this one away. Ryan Fire by 3 with 5:53 to go in the third. He'll angle for the corner, and this one turns over nicely. Let's see where it's going to hit, though. And it is going to be a touchback. Got close, but not close enough. So it is 13-10. Ryan Fire here in the third.
Мы снова будем счастливы. Будем жить долго-долго.
They're coming from Japan, from Russia, from everywhere, but they all wind up in the same place. The Wound & Wound Toy Company, one of the world's largest collections of wind-ups, LA's hottest movers, shakers, and big talkers. So bring your inner child, your real child, and your Visa card. Because at the Wound & Wound Toy Company, you won't wind up with anything. Using American Express, Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Searching for Fox suspense? Fox comedy? Fox action? Searching for the power of Fox shows? You'll find it on FX. Fox Gone Cable.
This year, they're moving me from third base to first. It's a pretty big switch.
I just want to be prepared.
You still feel a bit small. Got anything bigger?
Bigger.
Nice reach, Jim. Not bad. Hey, Dave, grab my new glove.
Monday, Texas takes on Cleveland, or Montreal meets San Francisco, only on FX.
World League weekend continues with another promising matchup tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for you. It is the London Monarchs at home against the Barcelona Dragons. The game coming from Stamford Bridge, and it has significance in the World League standings in that race for the first half championship and the host World Bowl spot. Barcelona and Rhine right now tied for first. Amsterdam and London both down at the bottom at 1 and 2. Now let's go back out to Amsterdam.
You got to do what you say.
Galen Hall, you here on the sidelines. What was he talking about?
Well, Galen Hall was talking about blocking the backside, and Al Lukenbill was talking about staying behind the ball.
And there's the pass to Robert Hall on the end of the Jay Fiedler toss across the 34-yard line. Michael Swift on the hit. Jay Fiedler for the injured Mike McCoy. They have an ice bag, an ice wrapped around the left knee of McCoy. So not only the ankle, but more so the knee. So Jay Fiedler of Dartmouth. Now the quarterback in. The third quarterback, surprisingly, John Saka. First down, just shy of the 35. Back to throw, Fiedler, and that one goes incomplete. At about the 40, it looked like he wanted Masato Itai, the national receiver. Fiedler, so far, 3 for 7 for 28 yards, and I'm sure he didn't expect to see a lot of action in this football game.
Fiedler goes back, Mark. He looks where he wants to throw the football. He's catching him in soft zone. He's still looking where he wants to throw the football. Linebackers have a great chance to jump his passes.
Ralph Dawkins, a single setback on a second down and 10. Fiedler back to throw, fires left side, and a rolling catch made by Diedrich Smith. Just about the first down marker. Looks like he's across the 45, and that should be enough. And is for the first down out of Savannah State.
Watch Fiedler here. This time he does look the safety off. Throws the ball outside. He knows he's getting a soft zone, Mark. Good throw, good catch, good look off by the quarterback.
Diedrich Smith trying to become the all-time leading receiver as far as yardage goes for Amsterdam. A trail 13-10, 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. Blitz on, handoff, and Dawkins gets away, but they have too many coming, and down he goes. The blitz was on from the linebacker Pete Schufelt that time, and Buster Stanley finished it off.
Watch Schufelt come in here and break the blitz. Comes inside, misses the tackle. Good job of running. He gets all he can get. But the blitz spoiled the play.
Well, I'm sure that Al Lukenbill held his breath a little bit. That ball was a bit precarious, and Dawkins has had some fumble problems. In fact, Lukenbill had indicated that it would limit Dawkins' play tonight, but he has been in there quite a bit. Second down play fake, rolling right, Fiedler. Pass goes, Davis the tight end, slides, fell down, lost his footing across midfield to the Rhine Fire 48-yard line, and Mark Brook made the stop on the big tight end allocated by Tampa Bay, John Davis.
A bootleg, Mark. All they're doing now is running. They ran a bootleg, got the middle linebacker to flow with the run. Tight end came outside wide open.
Fiedler beginning to settle in a little bit, and Now Luganville knows that Joe Clark is his man as offensive coordinator. He's admitted to some early season mistakes, and Clark's offense, he feels now, is the right way to go. Fiedler looks right, can't find anybody, and scrambles up the middle for a first down. Inside the 40, he goes, and a first down for the Amsterdam Admirals.
This is a good rush. Come up hard. Hands come up right there. He can't see the receiver, puts the ball down, puts it down, and gets all he can. Good job by the defensive line getting their hands up and getting in the line of vision.
Israel Stanley, the #1 pick in the World League draft this year, was one of those in there. Peter Grosspass, a national player as well. But they got the first down, didn't they? Admirals on the move. Dawkins tries it right, cuts it back, didn't find any lane there. We got a late flag. A late flag came out. Tyrone Williams, the defensive tackle, made the stop. Ron Winters, our referee, getting the indication now on who the flag is against. It's going to be a face mask against Ryan Fire. Probably a minor face mask infraction as they talk it over. We have 2:23 to go in the third quarter as darkness prevails here at Amsterdam Arena.
Mark, again, that was
5 yards only. Number 56 of the defense.
Mark
results in a first down.
Guilty party.
Again, on that last play, Mark, Matt Brown, he was 62. Pulled out and again, trying to run a quick trap.
Not a lot of penalties in this game. 4 for each side. First down inside the 30-yard line of Ryan Fire. They lead it 13-10. Jay Fiedler. Here comes the pressure. Fiedler fires, stays right in there, hits Diedrich Smith, gets free at the 20. Smith fights his way near the 15-yard line. Only 5'8", 159 pounds. Diedrich Smith able to get away.
What a great catch by Smith here. He takes the thing right off the ground, and a great pressure from the outside. We got a blitz coming, gets rid of it. Good catch. Good move back inside.
Hey, how about that block by Ralph Dawkins, who kept the blitzer from the outside away from Fiedler. He was allowed to make that throw. Terrific block by Dawkins.
Just right, both outside backers.
First down at the 15. Fiedler to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. I'm not sure. Robert Hall and Masato Itai both in the area. Look at this block by Dawkins here, Wayne.
Excellent block by Dawkins. Whoa. Good job. Well, that could have been a sack.
It's one of the things that, a running back sometimes gets overlooked as far as whether he's a good blocker or not. It's key in making a decision on whether a guy makes a team or not, right?
Excellent.
Second down and 10 for Amsterdam. They trail 13-10 with a minute 10 to go in the third. Inside run. Dawkins to the 15. Sprints 10. 5. Dawkins will score. High stepping into the end zone. His third touchdown of the last couple of weeks. Ralph Dawkins. And they shoot off the cannons here in Amsterdam. Made a great block to set up a key pass to Diedrich Smith, and then he finishes off with a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Admirals have regained the lead. This is a team that had the #1 offense last year. Their last coming in extra point hits the upright. No good. So they'll miss on the extra point, but they will lead it. The Amsterdam Admirals will. Diliberto missing. 16-13 our score here at Amsterdam Arena. 1:03 to go here in the third. So Dawkins on the touchdown.
This is the trap. Mark both guards. Pull. Comes up the field, kicks him out. Big hole inside, and an excellent job of running by Dawkins. Got to wrap him up. Got to wrap him up. A great job. Both guards pulled, Mark. There's another look. He takes up inside, gets a hit, spins out, turns around, and takes it to the house for a touchdown. Into the high step. I like it. I I like it. Give me the bird.
I tell you, I do that in my backstand.
Excellent job of running, but excellent trap.
I tell you, every one of these players, and they encourage it as long as it's not taunting. They encourage a little show for the fans here in Amsterdam. Of course, Ron Carpenter has that caterpillar crawl. We haven't seen that yet, but we might. The Ricky Mose is back deep. Ricky Powers and Derek Clark, by the way, are the upbacks. Here's the kickoff. High, not real deep again at the 14-yard line across the 20. And he puts a head down. Flags fly. Mose down at the 29, but we've got the yellow flag, so penalty situation here. 55 seconds to go in the third. Amsterdam back on top. 16-13. Referee Ron Winters conferring with his group. Stayed at our hotel, by the way.
Holding number 56 of the return team. 10-yard penalty.
Well, that'll mark it back from the 29 to the 19-yard line. 80 yards in 10 play. That's impressive. Ralph Dawkins getting a drink of water. And he deserves it, yeah.
Did a great block, great run. But the thing to set up that run, Mark, both guards pulled.
Stay away, and here's a guy 2 years ago. Had a knee injury, didn't know if he was going to play again. But he has rehabbed it, and now is contributing in a big way. So T.J. Robley at the 19-yard line. They'll run it. And breaking a tackle, Derek Clark, the big fullback type, across the 23-yard line. 47 seconds to go here in the third. Interchangeable backs on this team. Clark, 6'1", 235. He played well last week. In fact, when you roll up 200 yards plus rushing as a team, everybody's got to be doing something good. Oh, well, line fire, of course, at halftime, we told you only had 49. They've been averaging 185. Bootleg to the right, and the pass to Schrader incomplete. Good penetration that time. Avasicyan, the national player from Armenia. That good penetration that time.
I'll tell you, Jeff Russell did an excellent job on the slot. Did an excellent job. Would not let Schrader off the line of scrimmage. They wanted to go to him all the way. Just bump and run him and forced him right out of bounds. Forced him out of his route.
A note about Avasicyan. He actually graduated from San Diego State. His coach was Ted Tallner, former USC head coach. That'll be the final play. We won't get another play off. Into 3 here at Amsterdam Arena. We are into a good game.
Third quarter.
Amsterdam with the Ralph Dawkins run regains it after 3.
Life is
the race against yourself.
setting goals, focus, the face plant, reaching goals. 2,837 free throws. Putting back what you lose. Being the underdog.
Life is
Beginning.
being
Me.
Life is a sport. Drink it up.
I wasn't looking for love. With just a glance it happened. Love came looking for me. Get out of my way!
Are you tired of struggling with can openers? There's always a sharp metal edge. Ouch! Now there's Perfect Can. It opens the safe, easy way without sharp metal edges. Other openers cut a metal edge that's sharp as a razor. Perfect Can cuts so smoothly, it won't even pull these stockings. The secret is the side winding action. It cuts along the side of the can under the thick safety lip.
Tired of messy tinfoil covers? Perfect Can's lids fit safely on top of the can. Ordinary openers get stuck. What a mess! Perfect Can cuts a perfect circle in seconds. The handle turns quickly and easily, then just discard the lid. Perfect Can is dishwasher safe. Now order Perfect Can for only $14.95. Order now, and as a bonus, get the deluxe bottle and jar opener. Pops open the tightest seals, the world's best can opener, and the best bottle opener, all only $14.95.
To order Perfect Can, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-368-3600. Or send check or money order for $14.95 plus $3.95 shipping to Perfect Can, 507 Maple Leaf Drive, Nashville, Tennessee. But for quicker service, call 1-800-368-3600.
Well, the World League action continues. Tomorrow, the London Monarchs and the Barcelona Dragons. This one with terrific playoff and first half situations. Stan White hoping to crank it up for the Monarchs. Fourth quarter underway for T.J. Rubley. And a receiver screen pass, but that one goes nowhere at the 20-yard line on a third down situation. Abatichian again. Avo Abatichian from Armenia. And a good play, forcing a punting situation as the fourth quarter is just underway.
I'll tell you, the Admirals are fired up, Mark. That was a screen, nowhere to go with it. They're fired up. The crowd's going crazy here.
Punting situation, a very happy Abatichian going off the field. Jeff Russell back deep to accept the punt. A red block, punt blocked, and Robert Hall on it in the end zone. Touchdown, Robert Hall on the block punt. And they are really going crazy here in Amsterdam right now. Wow, how about that?
I think it was David Rose that came in and blocked that punt, came clean from the right side. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Well, it would have been Rashal if it was indeed 81. We'll check it in a moment, but now the extra point coming up. So a huge play. And this has been a game of big plays, and that has been Amsterdam's MO. At least it was last week in their 34-6 win over the London Monarchs. So the extra point extends the lead. Robert Hall on the recovery.
Well, Visa Gold bought you the clubs and the clothes and 3 rounds at breathtaking Pebble Beach. The one thing it couldn't buy you was a single decent shot.
I quit! Finish without me!
I can't. Those were my clubs.
Fortunately, it had enough purchasing power for your next set of clubs.
Graphite.
Visa Gold, it's everywhere you want to be.
Now is the perfect time to start weightlifting. The perfect time for SoloFlex. For a lot of good reasons. No other exercise is better for your overall health than weightlifting. The muscle you build on SoloFlex increases your metabolism to burn fat 24 hours a day. Weightlifting also boosts your immune system and increases your aerobic capacity. Weightlifting strengthens your bones and tendons. And nothing works better than weightlifting to improve your looks and energy. Now is the perfect time to call SoloFlex.
SoloFlex is on sale now. Call now for your free brochure.
Eric Clemens back at our FX studios in New York. A reminder, the road to the Stanley Cup runs through Fox Sports. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, Stanley Cup action, the Rangers in Jersey and Anaheim against Detroit. You can also catch the Stanley Cup Finals on Fox. Now back to Amsterdam for a look at that big play by the Admirals, Mark and Wayne.
Amsterdam has extended the lead, 23-13, thanks to this play.
Watch Laterio, the shot come through here, blocks the kick clean.
And Robert Hall will get on top of it in the end zone for a big special teams play. They had it last week at a victory over London. Kickoff to Ricky Moe, straight up the middle, 25. And down he goes, and this is a fired-up Amsterdam team now. Not only the crowd, but the players.
Take another look at it. Number 81, Mark, comes clean.
And Richardson knew it the moment it happened.
Excellent job of going for the point of the kick.
Reaction?
Excited over there, Mark. Big game for him.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, they could get to 2-2.
Look at Coach Allen Hugenbrink over there.
So it is a first down for Ryan Fire. T.J. Rubley with 2 interceptions back in the first half that led to 10 points. Back he goes off the back foot as he fires. Foster, the receiver, at the 35-yard line. T.J. throwing a little bit off the back foot that time. But he makes the completion, first down across the 35-yard line. 23-13 here in the fourth.
They got the late blitz that time. The late blitz came late on the outside. Man covers, threw it out. Good catch, good throw. Threw it away from coverage.
Happy Mr. Rashall there. Came up with the clean block. T.J. Rubley, 8 of 12 on the evening. Those 2 interceptions looming. Rubley back to throw again on first down. Long pass over the middle. Schrader up for it. Got it. Breaks free. 35, 30. Bill Schrader being chased to the 20-yard line and a flag down. Schrader hauled down to the 18-yard line. Terrific throw and catch by Bill Schrader. Tommy Jones was trying to hang on, but Schrader was dragging him for about 10 yards.
Watch Rubley go back. He's looking for Schrader all the way. This is his go-to guy. A great throw, great concentration. Excellent catch by Schrader. Nice run after the catch. He's going to get a face mask here.
Face mask. Number 23
Here comes
of
the face
defense.
mask.
Penalized half the distance to the goal.
So that'll move it half the distance. They're buddies now. Even though it's Denver for Rubley and Green Bay for Schrader, they were together on the practice squad with the Green Bay Packers at one time. And we mentioned also Schrader, a decathlete. That means he can high jump. He can go up and get it. First down, goal to go. Quan Carter runs into an Amsterdam wall. And down he goes at just about the line of scrimmage. Lamar Mills, the nose tackle, the defensive tackle, made the play for Amsterdam. They lead it with 12:50 to go in the game, 23-13. But here we go. It's been a game of big plays. And now Ryan Fire trying to come up with theirs.
And the trap Mike Sheldon pulled out, trap defensive end.
Schrader will line up to the right or the top of your screen in the slot formation. Quan Carter, the tailback, coming up to protect on the blitz. Swings it out to Schrader, breaks free at the 5, stiff arms across the end zone. Did he get it in? No, he did not. He tried to lay that ball across the goal line, but they're going to mark it at about the half-yard line.
Again, Mark, take a look at Schrader here. He's just going to run a quick out, a blitz from the outside. Safety's too far away from him to catch the ball. Does a good job of running with the ball. Tried to reach out and score here. They knocked him out of bounds on the 1-yard line.
Jeff Russell, by the way, was blitzing. He had 2 sacks last week as he was named the defensive player of the week. But, boy, Mr. Schrader coming up big here. It is a third down and goal to go. Split backfield. Carter nowhere to run. He's trying to push his way, but there's nothing to be had. And now it is 4th down. Well, there was no push whatsoever there.
I tell you, the big defensive lineman all pinched inside. This is Phillips does a good job on this play. Comes inside hard. He's pinching inside, Mark. Nowhere to go. Decision time. They got to go for it, Mark.
They're trailing 23-13. Ryan Fire with 11:27 to go in the football game.
Keep your eye on Bill Schrader. Keep your eye on Bill Schrader.
Well, they've abandoned the 2-back set, but now we have play stopped. It's only a 35-second clock, remember. And a timeout coming up, and Amsterdam will take it. They want to make sure that they have the right defense going. Al Luganville handles the defense. He's his own defensive coordinator, and he's talking it over.
Come here. It's over with now.
11:18 to go in the game. Amsterdam, the home team, leading.
Karch Karai is a big fat bully.
I didn't know that anybody could do that to a ball.
Miller Lite is sponsoring the AVP Tour. They support this abuse of volleyball. Our organization is called Save the Balls. We go out and actually retrieve battered and abused volleyballs.
Miller Lite sent us beer, but it'll take more than that. Run, little ball. Go free.
It all started with this dime tip. Suddenly, I was the boss. So I gave myself a day off and went shopping. It was so great. Everything I tried on fit like it was cut just for me. Later at the salon, Candace Bergen shows up with my phone bill.
This will make your day.
Every call was just a dime a minute when I'm home, evenings and weekends. On the way out, I pass the dime on. Who wouldn't want a great rate like that?
Call now for 200 minutes free.
I'll buy 10 of these.
You're Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders? It's him. You're the greatest, man. Mind if I get a picture?
Thanks, bro. You mind if I write a check?
Sure, Deion. I'm just gonna need to see some ID.
Say what?
Yes, like driver's license, a library card.
Checks. What a pain.
Fishing license? Employee ID.
But now there's a better way. The Visa Check Card. It's an ATM card with a Visa logo that deducts from your checking account automatically everywhere Visa's accepted.
I'm gonna have to call to see if you can cover this.
The Visa Check Card works just like a check, only better.
Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow... Always and forever.
Eric Clemens back at our FX studios in New York. For those of you who missed it earlier, we had a dandy of a renewal of the rivalry between Scotland and Frankfurt at Waldstadion. Frankfurt had its destiny in its own hands. They just needed to win, too, to host the World Bowl. But Scotland came out strong. Spence Fisher to Joe Murphy, 17 yards, and Wayne Lamley, 41-yard field goal, 3-0 Claymores. And Ralph Kleineman responds with 5 seconds left in the half, a 34-yard field goal to tie it at the break. Spence Fisher, a short gain to Joe Murphy, and as Ernie Stautner looked on with 45 seconds left, Spence Fisher hooks up with Alan de Graaf and Reed, 47 yards and a TD, and that was it. Fisher and the Scottish Claymores get a 9-3 victory. The Claymores have 4 straight victories against the Galaxy now, and that takes us to the World League standings. And if it turns out to be that Frankfurt loses, and of course Barcelona wins tomorrow, it could be a mess in the World League. Barcelona, though, all eyes will be on the Dragons as they go to London to face the Monarchs. 10 a.m. If Barcelona wins, they have the inside track on that first half World Bowl berth. Now let's go out to Amsterdam, where the Admirals try to hold on to that lead. Let's go out to Mark and Wayne.
If we're good on bunt. Okay. Nickel, okay.
Instead, going for the field goal, Manfred Bergsmuller, and he's missed it. His first miss of the year. He was a perfect 4 of 4. All of his kicks inside 30. That one was like a chip shot, or should have been, but Bergsmuller pushed it, and Rheinfire, deciding to go for the field goal instead of trying to take it in from a yard out, come away completely empty-handed.
I'll tell you what, Mark, the reason why they went for that field goal, they're down 23-13. If they get 3, they should get 3, the score becomes 23-16. It's a pretty good snap. The ball's right down. He just missed it. Didn't follow through on it, Mark. Big. Watch Admiral here. Watch the Amsterdam football team. They're excited about it. That field goal would have put them 7 points back.
Instead, they remain 10 points back. Jay Fiedler at quarterback at the 20-yard line for Amsterdam. Ralph Dawkins, who scored a touchdown. They try to strip that ball away. He hangs on, takes it across the 25-yard line. And a gain of about 5 yards for Ralph Dawkins, who has scored a touchdown here this evening. And gave a at the time a 3-point lead, and then, of course, Robert Hall made the recovery on the block punt to extend it to 10, 10:50 to go. Amsterdam trying to make it back-to-back victories. Second down 5 for Jay Fiedler, in for the injured Mike McCoy. Dawkins still the tailback, gets the carry, and maybe a yard to the 26-yard line. Ryan Fire close it down very nicely. So it'll be a third down, and now we got a flag coming out. Might this be a national player violation? Let's see. It came out very late. This is a national series, and I just wonder if we have a national player violation.
And that flag shows, Mark, a national player has to be in the ball game.
That's an international player violation.
That's exactly what it is.
5-yard penalty against the offense.
Well,
Penalized from the previous spot.
See, there I'm learning. I figured it out. We don't have that in the National Football League, but in World League play, you must have a national player on the field in what is termed a national series, and this is one. It's every other series, and that violation.
I'll tell you what's happening right now, Mark. Fiedler, the quarterback, is making sure of every one of his handoffs. He's making sure he's getting the snap. He's making sure of the handoff. Right now, they're 10 points up. And they're going to make sure now they don't turn this ball over.
Well, we pointed out at halftime, Wayne, how they dominated in time of possession. That's what they want now with 10:25 to go. And it is a second down for Jay Fiedler out of Dartmouth. Trying to lead Amsterdam to the victory. They're up by 10. Dawkins the tailback. Ralph Dawkins in the pattern. The pass instead will go to Masato Itai, a national player who indeed was in there. Here is the rules for the national players. Team must have 7. National player has to be on the field every other series, as I mentioned. And the special teams aspect of it, I think, is the interesting part, where a kicker inside of 32 yards, a field goal try has to be by a national kicker.
Watch Fiedler take the snap. He's making sure his hands are right where they're supposed to be. He's making sure he's making good contact with the center, and he's getting the ball. He's going to protect the ball as best he can.
Back to throw is Fiedler, left sideline, complete, 31-yard line to Robert Hall. And that should be enough for the first down. Hey, Jay Fiedler, to me, looks very sharp.
Our Fiedler's going to go back here. We're getting a blitz. We're getting man coverage. He sees that, goes to the outside, got a guy wide open. Good throw, Mark. Good catch, first down. Went to the chains. Turned around to the chains, made a first down.
Lee Cole on the hit, but as Robert Hall points out, it's a first down with 9:08 to go in the game. Amsterdam leading 23-13. They are 4-0 lifetime against Ryan Fire. Trying to make it 5-0. The run up the middle to the 34-yard line by Ralph Dawkins. And as you indicated, Wayne, they're just trying to chew some clock here.
They're going to control the ball as much as they can, Mark, and then on a passing play, go to the chains and try to make a first down. They control the ball now. They want to eat as much of this clock as they can because their defense, right now, they're playing very, very well. They can control this ball moving, take it away. They get a good chance just to hold on here.
You know, coming into this game, Amsterdam was only averaging a time of possession of slightly over 24 minutes. Their opponents at 35 minutes. So they've turned that around.
They're going to run it. They're going to run it.
And so they do, breaking out Dawkins 40. And maybe a huge gainer is saved as he is tripped up by Matt Gay, the free safety, or he would have had about 15 more. Ball out to midfield, another first down.
Watch. It's a pinch, Mark. Both the tackles guard came inside. The linebacker scraped outside, left a big hole. Kraft went outside. They're trying now to pinch inside, stop the running game. Nice job of running and breaking it outside.
Well, I tell you, when you get pinched by Jerry Krafts, you've been pinched 340 pounds or so.
Look for another running play. Look for something inside.
First down at midfield.
Trap.
They'll run it. Dawkins tries to spin away, but this time he could not. And Israel Stanley brought him down. Good play by the overall #1 pick in the World League. And in deference to Mr. Krafts, We might point out that he used to weigh 380 pounds, so he is down about 40.
That was a trap by Clay Williams.
Yeah, watch Nick. And we backs it off. We stay in the 6-man box.
Second down and 8. 7 minutes to go. Play fake, rolling right. Fiedler fires and completes at about the 41-yard line, and it'll be shy of the first down as David Merritt made the hit on the big tight end, John Davis.
Mark, this is a good call. We fake the bootleg here. Everybody goes with the flow. Quarterback comes out. Just 61. As safe as a running play. Excellent call from the sideline.
Third down and about a yard and a half or so. Clock, a huge enemy right now to the Rhine Fire. 6.5 minutes remaining. Galen Hall was worried about it. He said, we just can't seem to win in Amsterdam. High formation. And Ralph Dawkins, second effort. I think he may have it. It's awfully close. He nudged across the 40-yard line inside the 40.
I think he has it, Mark. It'll be very close.
First down. You called it.
Watch the right side of the Amsterdam line. Just everybody's knocking people down. The fullback leads through. Great second effort here. They had him back 1 yard short. Great second effort. First down.
And more importantly, the clock ticking. Big Jerry Krafts, #1 pick in this World League in '96. He's had NFL experience, played for the Buffalo Bills, so he has Super Bowl experience. And we have a flag down, the whistles.
Left tackle, Mark. Left tackle moved before the ball was snapped. Got too anxious. I think it was 78.
That would be Mr. Krafts, who we've been talking about lately.
Ball start, number 78 of the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Take a look at Krafts here.
His nickname, by the way, Big and Pretty.
He doesn't get set. He just leaves too quick. Take a watch. Take a look. Watch 78. Before the ball snaps, he's moving. Can't do that. This was getting ready to be a cutback play, Mark. An old belly play.
All right, it is a first down from the 45-yard line of Rhine Fire. 23-13, Amsterdam with a lead. And the pitch left. Dawkins cuts it back to the hole and gets to about the 40-yard line. So it'll be a second down and still long.
175 Krafts here. 175 Krafts here. Good job. Reaching. Keeping his hands on him, pushing him back. Good job at the back, running and cut him inside.
Goes away against Israel Stanley, the right defensive end. As we said, the overall #1 pick, big 6'3", 270-pounder as he comes off the field. Israel Stanley, a looking player. Second down, late change. Buster Stanley coming into the game for Rhine Fire. And, well, as a result of that, they're going to have to burn a timeout. And not a happy bunch on the defensive side as Dunstan Anderson livid about it, having to call the timeout. And that could be a real big factor as they need those timeouts should they get the football back. But 4:39 to go in the game. The home team, Amsterdam, by 10.
Life is
The race against yourself.
setting goals. Focus. The face plan. Reaching goals. 2,837 free throws. Putting back what you lose. Being the underdog.
Life is
Beginning.
being me.
Life is a sport. Drink it up.
This is the sound of small businesses doing more business with Fridays free. They're doing more because thanks to Sprint, all their long distance on Fridays is free. While the rest of the week, they're still getting Sprint's low flat rates. Even better, call now and get Fridays free until the year 2000 with no term commitment. Call 1-800-598-5000 for Fridays free. Only from Sprint Business.
faux pantalons.
Faux pantaloons. Faux pantaloons. Faux pantaloons.
Hey, she says nice pants.
There's a million for you.
Dockers, khakis.
I thought it was the flu. It wasn't.
It burned when I urinated. I thought it was a one-time thing. It wasn't.
I had pain, a discharge, and a sore. I thought it was another yeast infection. It wasn't.
These are symptoms of genital herpes, a condition that 1 out of every 6 Americans has. Call 1-800-419-4343 for information. While there's no cure, doctors have treatment options. Herpes thrives on ignorance. See your doctor.
Deep in thought, Ryan Fire head coach Galen Hall, Amsterdam by 10 with 4:39 left.
They've got to stop him here. They've got to stop him here to give him a chance to try to block the punt.
All resting at the Ryan Fire 40, second down. Fiedler to Dawkins. Dawkins pushing to about the 38, and that will be all. It'll be a third down situation. Third and still about 8 yards to go. And you're right. Ryan Fire got to put a stop to this. They are coming off back-to-back wins over London and the Claymores.
30-second timeout.
And a timeout called here. Ryan Fire will use their second timeout with 4:20 to go.
The thing Coach Lucaville doing is Jim ran out to the running back. Hold on to the football. Make sure the exchange from the quarterback to the from the center. If you hand the ball off, put 2 hands on it. Don't.
Only one remaining now, and the timeouts for Ryan Fire as you see Ralph Dawkins limping off the field. Now, matchups, we've got some great regional matchups, great rivalries, Ryan Fire and the Frankfurt Galaxy. How about this battle? The Claymores and the Monarchs, that should be a dandy. And, of course, a Barcelona-Amsterdam game, especially if Amsterdam hangs on to win it here this evening. All those games coming up. Well, Ryan Fire has never put together a 3-game winning streak. They felt confident coming in, but Amsterdam, on the other hand, has had their number. They are 4-0 in the all-time series with Ryan Fire. For whatever reason, they've had their number as Ralph Dawkins continues to limp around. Mike McCoy, the starting quarterback for Amsterdam, also left the game. Boy, I tell you, look at those third down conversions. Last in the league coming in. There are a lot of categories they were last in. But they're playing well. You bet.
They were ready to play.
11th play of this drive. Third down and 8. Play fake. Fiedler rolls right now up the middle. Fiedler on his feet and did not pick up the first down, but a heck of a run. Fiedler just shy of the 30. And the players looking to Al Luganville, and they're going to go for it.
Again, this is a good call. They face the sweep. They come to the bootleg, trying to make positive yardage. Nothing there. He takes it. Great job of running. Good strength. Almost makes
61 is eligible.
They're going to go with
61
this
is
thing,
eligible.
Yep. Dunstan Anderson made the stop, and Al Luganville looked at his players and said, fellas, it's up to you. 3:45 to go. Ryan Fire with just one timeout remaining.
Watch out for the long count. They're going to go with this thing.
Davis is the fullback in the I formation. Brent Moss, the tailback, gets the call. Brent Moss, second, Edwards, first down. They may have had him stopped initially, but Brent Moss, a 215-pound back with John Davis, the tight end, leading, unable to stop it.
Watch the Leahy's block. And watch the second effort.
Ryan Leahy.
Good job running. Good blocking by Ryan Leahy.
Leahy got his first start at center last week. He is allocated by Arizona. Never played center much at Notre Dame. In fact, he said he did only his freshman year, his true freshman year. He was really a guard, a left guard when he first came in. Done a nice job, though. First down, Dawkins back in there, and Ralph Dawkins, who had an exciting touchdown run, takes it down to the Ryan Fire 25-yard line. And the clock, and now from the Ryan Fire sideline, they say we got to use up that final timeout with 2:40 to go. And Amsterdam leading by 10, 23-13. Wayne, you have been in these situations before.
30 seconds.
As a coach on the on the losing side of it, what do you do at this point?
Right now, you're going to try to knock the ball loose. Have someone trying to hold the ball carry up, someone else trying to strip it. On the other side of the football field, their whole deal right now is don't drop the ball on the ground. Make sure they hand off. Make sure when you get the hand off, put 2 arms around the ball. Cradle the ball. Don't get tricky. We're going to come right at you and try to control the ball game. This game, if they don't turn it over, you can kiss this one goodnight.
Galen Hall certainly knows that, and the timeout situation is not good for Rheinfire. Well, it shows 1. I thought it showed 1 last time, but apparently they have 1 remaining.
And look for all sorts of run blitzes. Look for pinches. Look for linebackers. Look for safeties coming. They have to try to do something to disrupt the ball handlers.
What do we have? 2nd down and about 7 from Rheinfire's 25-yard line. Amsterdam leading by 10, 23-13. Dawkins the tailback. Double tight end set. Dawkins inside run. Good job. Buster Stanley coming over from the defensive end spot to make the tackle. But they rolling to 29.
Buster prints way down inside, Mark. They're going to try to take away the inside running play.
We'll get a 2-minute warning coming up in 19 seconds. And Jay Fiedler, in fact, is already headed to the sideline. He's just going to let the clock roll down to the 2-minute warning. Fiedler, who came in the second quarter when Mike McCoy went down with the knee and the ankle problem. And Fiedler, I think, has done an outstanding job. He hasn't been with this team very long. McCoy has the hat on, and John Saka has the headset on. A concerned Galen Hall at the 2-minute mark. They trail by 10.
The power, very high-powered. The power of the Phantom is phenomenal.
Presenting the most powerful Phantom vacuum cleaner ever, the Phantom Thunder.
It almost looks like your carpet shampoo.
The secret to all this powerful cleaning is the Phantom Vacuum's patented dual cyclonic action. 2 cyclones of non-stop power, driven by a 12-amp 2-stage motor, devour any dirt in its way. And there's another secret you'll love about the Phantom Thunder. No bags. Instead of those messy, power-robbing filter bags that can start to clog up the minute they start to fill up, the Thunder gives you continuous full power and a clear collection bin that's easy to empty.
It's great. You don't have to change any bags. You don't have to buy bags.
The Phantom Thunder is amazingly versatile. Watch, press a button, and go from upright to cleaning wand. It's 2 machines in 1. And all that power and handy onboard accessories mean dust and dirt can't hide anywhere. The Thunder is tough on dirt, easy on you.
Phantom does everything. A room can be cleaned quickly, top to bottom, furniture, ceilings, wall, with 1 piece of equipment.
And because we know how much you care about the air your family breathes, the Phantom Thunder has a certified HEPA filter on its exhaust. It captures even minute dust and household allergens that other vacuum cleaners could throw back in the air.
And I've noticed a great change in my breathing.
The Phantom Thunder is big on power, long on versatility, with a certified HEPA filter for cleaner air and no bags. Don't wait a minute longer to find out more about the incredible 12-amp Phantom Thunder. Call now for a free video and brochure on how to get more vacuum cleaning power without ever using filter bags again. There's no obligation and nothing to lose but dust, dirt, extra work, and changing filter bags. Call now, and more power to you. Today's game has been brought to you by Dockers Khaki. Hey, nice pants. And by Ryder. When you're getting ready to move, make sure your first move is a call to Ryder at 1-800-GO-RYDER.
2 minutes to go in this one, and they, although they don't show it, Amsterdam, that sideline with Mike McCoy, the baseball hat on. He's still limping around, and John Saka, the 3rd quarterback. Concerned, but Amsterdam leads it 23-13. Wow, that's been a big factor. Dawkins slants off the right side on the handoff from Jay Fiedler and takes it down close to the 21-yard line.
They'll go for it, Mark.
1 timeout remaining for Rheinfire with 1:45 to go. They so far have chosen not to use it. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it and take as much time off the clock as they can. Don't be surprised if Fiedler runs the bootleg here and takes positive yardage.
4th down and about 3.5 yards to go. Play clock rolling down about 6 seconds. Fiedler using it all. Dawkins slants, and he is stopped and driven back. Boy, a fine play as the linebacker Mark Brooks came up and made the initial hit.
Everybody pinched inside, linebacker 3 outside.
It's going to be 2 minutes.
Take a look, the pinch is going down inside. Linebacker stays outside, makes the play. It makes it look easy.
Well, you talk about a formidable task. T.J. Rubley has one. Trailing 23-13 with 1:17 to go.
They will not huddle, Mark. After this play, they will not huddle. Look for sideline passes.
Let's see.
Can't huddle here.
What you got? Ken Karcher, the offensive coordinator. They go out of the shotgun. Ricky Powers is alongside T.J. Rubley. Rubley, a lot of time, but great coverage downfield, so he has to scramble. 30, trying to get out of bounds, and does so, and falls down across the 37-yard line. Mark Lillibridge, Dunstan Anderson taking umbrage to Lillibridge, but I think Lillibridge was fine there. He tried to hold up Rubley, had him by the back of the jersey, but that was a case where Rubley's forward momentum just took him into the bench area.
Good job scrambling by Rubley. That last play, everybody went up for a long one. It was the old Hail Mary play. Everything was covered.
Those Tulsa guys protect each other, though. Dunstan Anderson and T.J. Rubley.
Everybody's going to feel great scrambling here by T.J. Rubley. He was noted for that. He's going to try to get out of bounds here and does a good job.
Lillibridge.
That was a good job by Lillibridge. Again,
first down at the 38-yard line. 1:09 to go in the game. Ryan Fire trails by 10. And tackled, getting away, Rubley. Why there wasn't a flag there, I'll never know. And he fires it back across, completes it to Ricky Powers. And back to the 40-yard line. Avetichian was, well, basically tackled.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of holding going on in that play.
Man. They go without the huddle, of course. Ball at the 41, and Rubley will spike it to stop the clock with 41 seconds to go, and Amsterdam leading 23-13.
It looked like a wrestling match on that pass rush.
Avo Avetichian had to wonder. Well, a 10-point deficit for Ryan Fire.
Rubley back to pass, getting pressure, is getting held there, gets blocked from the backside. 62 holds on to his man, Rubley moving around, doing a good job of scrambling, looking for a receiver, does a great job of finding somebody open.
Ethan Brooks, a big right tackle, is a man who basically tackled Avetichian.
They'll all go deep here, Mark.
Second down from the 41 of Amsterdam. Rubley wants it all and airs it out. And it's up for grabs. Caught! Touchdown! Schrader! The decathlete takes it away. Touchdown! T.J. Rubley to Bill Schrader, who took it away, wrestled it away from everybody. Oh, my, with 32 seconds remaining in the football game, still time for a miracle. 41-yard touchdown catch, Bill Schrader. Extra point coming up. Wow, has this been a game of big plays? 23-19, Bergsmuller makes it 23-20. That was a huge extra point.
If he makes the field goal last time, it's a tie ball game.
Oh, how right you are. T.J. Rubley with a touchdown pass, 32 seconds to go. And Ryan Fire is not out of this one just yet.
Watch Schrader going down the field here. All this is everyone out for a long one. Schrader gets his eyes back on the football. He's looking for the ball. He's looking for it. Kind of shoves the defender, goes up, makes a great catch on the football. Great athletic move.
Boy, you betcha.
They're back in this football game. Get ready for the onside kick here, Mark.
Yeah, he kind of pushed off a little bit on Robert O'Neill, the safety, but Schrader, the decathlete, he can high jump. We mentioned he wants to be in the Olympics in Sydney in 2000, and last week he had that 4-yard dive into the end zone. He can make some things happen.
He's an excellent athlete.
And you're right, the onside kick coming up. Amsterdam will have all of the hands, people. Adley Larson will kick it.
all their skilled athletes in the game now,
Yep,
Mark.
Tellison, Hall's in there, Davis, Diedrich Smith. They're all lined up on the right side. Let's see what approach Larson will take. He's going to chip it, hoping for a high bounce. Flag
Got
down.
it. Yo!
Flag down. Flag came down. May not have...
They're offside, Mark.
Yep, offside. Now, this is a penalty coming up. They will, if I'm not mistaken, they'll get to kick this thing again.
Mark, if officials feel the ball was not touched, they will give the ball to Amsterdam. If they feel that Amsterdam did not touch the ball and went out of bounds clean, Amsterdam will get this ball.
This is a rule that I've always disliked, where the kicking team on a kick that goes out of bounds on an offside penalty or doesn't go 10 gets to kick it over again. So let's see what the...
That's the discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Fire was offside.
Here we go.
But
there are 2 fouls on the play. Offside on a kicking team. The ball was out of bounds, untouched by the receivers. Both penalties will be declined. By rule, the ball belongs to Amsterdam. First down.
Wade Bunch, right on the money. Coach knows his rules.
Well, at least don't know the rules, and I have to learn these players' names. Here they go. They're offside. Here comes the kick. No one on the Amsterdam team touched the ball. If it goes out of bounds clean now, the ball goes to the receiving team.
Diedrich Smith was the closest for Amsterdam to touching it, but...
I'll tell you, Coach L, he's worked very hard in this game.
Wow. 23-20 with 29 seconds to go in the football game. It would appear, with the ball resting at the Amsterdam 44, that they are going to win this thing.
Mark, from a few years ago, the New York Giants fumbled with about...
Joe Pisarcik, the famous... Yeah, that's right.
Take a knee.
Not this time.
Just take a knee and get out of here.
Jay Fiedler doing a marvelous job in relief of the injured Mike McCoy, and so the homestanding Amsterdam Admirals have done it to that man again. Galen Hall now sees his team go to 0-5 against that man's team, Al Luganbill's Amsterdam Admirals. Both these teams now 2-2, so this really throws the World League standings into a bit of disarray as the two head coaches congratulate one another. There's Wes Chandler, the wide receivers coach, and Al Luganbill has seen his Admirals win their second straight to even their mark at 2-2. They are now 11-2 all-time in home games, as despite the T.J. Rubley, Bill Schrader attempt to pull this thing out, Amsterdam wins it 23-20. And Al Luganbill, very, very happy head coach.
I'll tell you, this afternoon, yesterday we talked to Coach Galen Hall. He was worried about this game, Mark. He was concerned about it. He felt that they had a decent practice, but they were coming into a place where this team is playing very, very well at home. And they were all concerned about this football game.
And concerned, I guess he should have been. It has been a game of big plays. We had a blocked punt return recovered in the end zone for a touchdown by Amsterdam. Some great runs by the backs. T.J. Rubley with a long touchdown bomb to Bill Schrader that brought Ryan Fire to within 3, but they were unable to come up with the onside kick. And Amsterdam wins it 23-20.
I'll tell you what happened, Mark. I don't think that they ever got in a rhythm. They couldn't get the ball. They couldn't get the ball. They couldn't get the ball to Schaefer, and that hurt them.
So, at the Amsterdam Arena, yes, sir, the dance of the victors. Ralph Dawkins and Amsterdam win it by 3.
It's Sounds of the 70s. All your favorite 70s hits in one fantastic collection.
Imaginary lover.
Get Sounds of the 70s for just $9.99 on compact disc or double-length cassette. That's 20 classic hits.
That's a strange way to tell me you love me. You belong to me. Tell her that I love you. We'll go dancing in the dark.
Then audition on other great Sounds of the 70s albums. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. Sounds of the 70s is not available in stores, so don't wait. Call now.
To order Sounds of the 70s, call 1-800-775-8282 or send $9.99 plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Sounds of the 70s, Department 17, Richmond, Virginia.
Eric Clemens back at our FX studios in New York. What a doubleheader we had for you today. Both games coming down to the wire, but the Rhine Fires come back falling a little short and throwing the World League standings as we go into Sunday into a bit of a tizzy. In Amsterdam, the crowd looking for their second straight win at the arena. First quarter, they get off to a good start on defense. T.J. Rubley, the Broncos, has the pass tip, picked off by Tommy Jones, his second pick of the game. That set up Brent Moss's one-yard run, and Amsterdam had a 10-0 lead. But T.J. Rubley, hooking up with Coach Galen Hall, says, hey, we can make a comeback in this one. I think we can. Bad news, though, for the Admirals. Coming up later, Rubley hooking up for a touchdown pass, pulling it to a 10-6 ball game. Bad news, Mike McCoy goes down with a leg injury on a keeper, had to leave the game. And then later, Antoine Carter, the cutback run, 17 yards, 13-10, Ryan with the lead. Later in the third, Coach Luganville says, we can get this one. Counts on Ralph Doggins, the nice spin move, 15-yard touchdown run, the extra point no good. 16-13 Amsterdam. Big play of the game, no. Kyle Richardson punts for Ryan, blocked by Laterio Rochelle of the Chargers, recovered by Robert Hall in the end zone for the touchdown. 23-13 Amsterdam. Then T.J. Rubley, time running down, the Hail Mary, 41 yards later, Bill Schrader of the Packers comes down with it, and it's suddenly a 23-20 game. Now you know Ryan's going to come on with the onside kick. Larson's kick, though, goes out of bounds without being touched by anybody from Amsterdam's side, so Amsterdam keeps it and runs out the clock. 23-20. Al Luganville getting the victory there, and Mark Champion and Wayne Fox caught up with the winning coach after the contest.
Early in the ball game, it seemed like you were playing some zone, and then you went to the double coverages, and you mixed your coverage up real well. Was there anything that you saw in film early that decided you to do what you did?
Well, Wayne, as I mentioned to you, we felt we had to make TJ take the ball downfield. He's very, very difficult when he's on the edge, and he's broke containment. And I thought tonight our guys up front really kept him in the pocket. He completed some, but there until the end, he really didn't hurt us. We blew the coverage on the empty. And then at the end there, he made 3 plays in a row, and that's T.J. Rubley, and that's what you got to keep him from doing. And we did it all the way till the end, and then they got us. So we did vary it up quite a bit, played some man at times, and then played some zone, and then played a combination. I don't think you can give him one look all the time.
Now, finally, you hit the road for 2. Big game next week. What do you think at Barcelona?
Well, we're looking forward to going down there. Obviously, after the start we had, we're looking forward just to be in this hunt. And so now our guys can see maybe a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if they were seeing one 2 weeks ago.
Laterio on that block punt, is that something you worked on all week? Did you know they had that weakness?
No, but we work on our special teams hard every week, and it's a big part of our game. And we just like to execute it right, and me and one of the other players, we had a twist going where we decided to try something new. I go inside first, he goes outside, and it was just open. I couldn't believe it, so just went in and blocked it. I wanted to recover, but I'm glad one of my teammates did. That's great. It worked out how we wanted to.
Laterio Rochelle, a big blocked punt, and that results in the winning margin, 23-20 Amsterdam with the victory. Now we'll be back to recap another exciting contest, Scotland at Frankfurt earlier today, as the post-game report continues in just a few moments. Stay where you are. We'll be right back with more in a moment.
Nice pants.
Dockers, khakis.
From Sony's PlayStation come the greatest hits, all your old favorites.
Like the soft sounds of swarming missiles.
And the gentle crack of Sophia's whip.
Even the hilarious antics of Sweet Tooth, that lovable clown.
All for just $24.99 each, but wait.
There's more? Oh.
That's right. The PlayStation is a mere $149. And you can also get leading titles
Like Crash Bandicoot and Jet Moto.
for just $49.99 and less.
You are not ready.
Eric Clemens back at our FX studios in New York, and game one of our doubleheader on this Saturday featured the renewal of one of the great rivalries in the World League, the defending World Bowl champion Scottish Claymores at Frankfurt Waldstadion. Always over 30,000 there. First quarter, Spence Fisher of the Dolphins completing it on the near side to Yo Murphy, World Bowl hero from last year. 17-yard hookup sets up this Wayne Lamley 41-yard field goal. It has plenty of distance, and it gave Scotland a 3-0 lead. Now in the second quarter, Steve Pallure, the 6-yard hookup to Travis Hanna, set up a field goal by Frankfurt. Rolf Kleinman kicks a 34-yarder with 5 seconds left in the half, and we were tied at 3 at intermission. Ernie Stautner talking with Steve Pallure in the offense before the second half, hoping they could get this done. The World Bowl's first half berth destiny was in their hands, and they come up with a big play on defense. Spence Fisher picked by Jack Kellogg. Frankfurt, though, misses a 44-yard field goal. Later in the quarter, Fisher to Scott Cooper on the connection, 14-yard hookup there. 5 plays later, Fisher, ill-advised pass, picked off by Johnny Dixon of Frankfurt, the third pick of the day for Frankfurt, but they couldn't convert. So later in the quarter, Fisher hits Yo Murphy for a short gain. Murphy struggles, gets out of bounds, and as Ernie Stautner looks on, Fisher says, hey, Alan de Graffenried, you somehow got behind the defense with 45 seconds left. Touchdown, 47 yards. Scotland misses the extra point, but goes on to win it 9-3. The Claymores have won 4 in a row against Frankfurt. Afterwards, Nick Halling and Bill Moss caught up with a very happy bunch of Scottish Claymores, including the winning coach, Jim Kreiner.
Congratulations. How important was this win for the franchise?
Thank you, Nick. This may have been the most important game that we've played since the World Bowl game last year because, you know, we had to get ourselves up off the floor and make a comeback against a very, very good team that was riding two great victories. And it was a slugfest, a typical game between the Galaxy and the Claymores, and big game for our players. And the emotion that this will give us, hopefully will give us something to build on after 2 bad weeks.
How big was this win for the team?
You really can't put it into words. We needed this game desperately, and you know, we need to tip our hats to our defense because without them, we would have never been in the ball game. And we stuck around for 4 quarters, and good things happened. And Allen made a great grab there at the end.
Can you take us through your feelings and describe the last play of the game for you?
Well, it was 3rd down, and we had a route on which sent everybody vertical, and we thought that one of our guys could get by them since they were crowding us, you know, at the cornerback position. And Allen's got probably the best speed on our team, and we had him one-on-one with a safety, and Allen did a great job of avoiding them and getting in the end zone.
Did you know when you let the ball go out of your hands it was going to be a keeper?
I had a good feeling about it. The safety didn't move. He just stood there flat-footed, and Allen ran right by him. So it was just a great play, and I think we got this thing turned around the right direction.
Allen, great catch. How about it?
Hey, thanks a lot. I felt really good about the throw. Spence laid it right in there for me to catch. It was just like that and go. You know, the safety kind of sat and looked at me crazy, and I just had to change speed a little bit on him and went by him.
Yeah, you said he sat and looked at you crazy. I mean, I couldn't understand why the safety was up there and how you got behind him. Can you explain it?
I guess what he was expecting me to do was go to the corner because I had done it a couple of plays earlier. And he just kind of looked at me, and I kind of lowered my hips like I was going to sit down, and I just turned it back on, put it back over in overdrive, and went by him. And Spence, you know, like I said, laid it right in there for me.
Alan de Graffenried, the big game-winning catch. What it simply means is this: the World League standings are a mess. You see 4 teams at 2-2, and depending on what happens in London tomorrow, we could have 6 teams at 2-2. Barcelona, though, the destiny is in their hands. All they have to do is beat London tomorrow and win against Amsterdam in week number 5, and they will host World Bowl 97, the game tomorrow, 10 a.m. Join us for breakfast for some World League football on a Sunday morning. John Kitten of Seattle and the Barcelona Dragons in London to face Stan White of the New York Giants and the Monarchs, who've allowed 2 straight losses and allowed 62 points in their last 2 contests. Now, boy, I tell you what, if we finish with 6 teams tied at 2-2, we got a lot of tiebreakers. We'll talk about all that stuff tomorrow, but It has been quite a doubleheader day here as World League Weekend number 4 continues from the studios in New York. Quite impressive performances there for the winners, Amsterdam and Scotland today, and I'm sure we'll have another great performance tomorrow. For all of us here stateside in New York, Eric Clemens saying so long. See you tomorrow morning.